Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bing Crosby Stadium here in Front Royal, Virginia, the site of today's Valley League matchup between the 8-2 Purcellville Cannons and the 5-5 Front Royal Cardinals. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ben Golding alongside tonight. Joining me is Will Brainer. Will, how are you?
I'm good. It's a beautiful evening for some good baseball.
Absolutely, you said it. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, clouds are out, but not a problem at all. We are excited for this game tonight between the Cardinals and the Cannons. The Cardinals, like I mentioned, coming into this game 5-5, got on a 2-game winning streak right now as they were able to win against the Covington Lumberjacks 5-3 last night and beat the Charlottesville Tom Sox on Sunday 9-6. As for the Cannons, they are coming off of a tough loss last night, ending their 5-game winning streak as they lost to Newmarket Rebels 15-4, making that their second loss as they took a loss also to Woodstock earlier in the year. As the Cannons look to get back on track, the Cardinals tonight look to keep the momentum going and make it a third win straight as they look to beat the top team right now in the league in the Purcellville Cannons. But the Cannons look to stop that as we take a look at the batting orders and the lineups for both sides. Starting off with the Purcellville Cannons tonight, pitching for them tonight is going to be McGuire Aries. He is from Purdue University, Fort Wayne, a senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. Taking a look at the batting order tonight here for the Cannons. Batting first, number 2, the shortstop will be Caleb Stewart. He is from Georgia State University, a junior from Millwood, Georgia. Batting second is going to be number 1, the second baseman, Justin Akal. He is from the University of Pittsburgh, a senior from Frederick, Maryland. Batting third is going to be the designated hitter, number 29, Ryan Guida. He is from Florida International University, a senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Batting fourth in cleanup is going to be number 22, the left fielder, is going to be number 6, Chance Bryant. He is from Southeastern University, a senior from Sneeville, Georgia. Batting fifth is going to be number 24, the third baseman, Keegan Knutson. He is from San Juancito College North, a sophomore from Houston, Texas. Batting sixth is going to be number 11, the center fielder, Mickey Brinton. He is from the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, a junior from Keller, Texas. Batting seventh is going to be number 22, the right fielder, the real 22 this time, Joseph Eichelberger. He is from Paul D. Camp University, a junior from Lithonia, Georgia. Batting eight is going to be number 77, the first baseman, Cullen Horowitz, also known as Bear Horowitz. He is from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, a sophomore from Shepherdstown, West Virginia. And rounding out the batting order for the Cannons is going to be the catcher, number 30, Jose Torres. He is from the University of Louisiana Lafayette, a senior from Doral, Florida. And that is the starting lineup tonight here for the Purcellville Cannons. Taking a look now over at the Front Royal Cardinals starting lineup tonight. Pitching tonight for the Cardinals is going to be Carter Stanford. Carter is from Tallahassee Community College, a sophomore from Spanish Fort, Alabama. Taking a look now over at the batting order. Batting first for the Cardinals in leadoff is going to be the center fielder, number 19, Blaze O'Sabin. Sabin is from George Gwinnett College, a senior from Warrenton, Virginia. Batting second is going to be the catcher, number 18, Brock Mercado. Mercado is from the University of North Carolina, Asheville, a sophomore from Ocean View, New Jersey. Batting third is going to be the third baseman, number 17, Eli Burwash. Eli is from Western Kentucky University, a sophomore from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Batting fourth in cleanup tonight is going to be number 33, the designated hitter, Jaden Anderson. Jaden is from Georgia State University, a sophomore from Alpharetta, Georgia. Batting fifth is going to be the shortstop, number 14, Daniel Stevens. Stevens is from Longwood University, a junior from Raleigh, North Carolina. Batting sixth is going to be the left fielder, number 20, Nick Capozzi. Capozzi is from Gardner-Webb University, a junior from Columbus, North Carolina. Batting seventh is going to be the first baseman tonight, number 7, Carter Ruff. Carter is also from Gardner-Webb University, a junior from Fayetteville, Georgia. Batting eighth is going to be number 10, the right fielder, Zach Sophie. Sophie is from Florida Southwestern State, a sophomore from Townsend, Delaware. And rounding out the lineup tonight here for the Front Royal Cardinals, batting ninth is going to be the second baseman, number 1, Devin Colon. Colon is from Longwood University, a sophomore originally from New York City. And that is the lineup for both sides here tonight. Will, what do you think of both lineups here tonight? What do you think of both lineups here tonight as they shape up for tonight's game?
Front row Cardinals lineup looks good. I'm really looking at Jaden Anderson, of course, no surprise. He's batting .524, which is a league high, and he's looking to keep his hot streak alive.
Absolutely. Jaden Anderson is going to be definitely a guy that we're going to be planning to keep our eye on tonight. Another guy that we have to keep our eye on here from the Cannons is going to be Ryan Guida. He's also batting .500 right now. Has been a huge bat here for the Cannons, along with Joseph Eichelberger, who's gotten 4 home runs and leads the league right now in RBIs with 17 right now. So he has been on fire as well. Taking a look around what's happening in the rest of the Valley League tonight. Tonight, the Charlottesville Tom Sox will be playing the Waynesboro Generals. That game will be starting at 7 o'clock. The Winchester Royals go south to play the Woodstock River Bandits. That game will be starting at 7. The Stanton Braves will be playing the Covington Lumberjacks in Covington, and that game starting at 7. As you know, the Cannons are here tonight playing the Cardinals, so we'll be starting this game in just a few moments. The Strasburg Express go off to take on the Newmarket Rebels, with that game starting at 7:30, and the Culpeper Cavaliers go on to take the Harrisonburg Turks. In Harrisonburg, that game starting at 7:30. Taking a look at the current standings as of right now in the North Division. The Purcellville Cannons tonight, they are currently leading the North and leading the Valley League at an incredible 8-2 right now. In second right now is the Strasburg Express, as they have a firm hold on second right now at 6-4. Then we have a 4-way tie for third right now, as the Woodstock River Bandits, the Front Royal Cardinals, the Newmarket Rebels, and the Winchester Royals are all tied for third right now at 5-5. As for the South, right now the Harrisonburg Turks lead the way at a 6-4. And second is currently the Charlottesville Tom Sox at 5-5. We have 2 teams tied for third right now in the Waynesboro Generals and the Covington Lumberjacks, both sitting at 4-6, along with the Culpeper Cavaliers, so it's a 3-way tie. And then at the bottom of the South Division, we have the Stanton Braves, as that rounds out the standings. Will, what do you expect to see in tonight's game?
I expect to see a lot of hitting. I mean, both pitchers, from what I can see here, have not gotten a lot of starts, and it seems like we have a lot of hot hitters on both teams, so we can see a high-scoring game here.
All right, so Will calls for a high-scoring game. Taking a look at both pitchers, Carter Stanford, the pitcher here for the Cardinals tonight, he's appeared in 2 games so far, only pitched 5 innings. This is his first start tonight. He's given up 5 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, gotten 8 strikeouts. So he currently has a 1.8 ERA, which is the second best on the team. As for Aries, the pitcher here tonight for the Purcellville, as for McGuire Aries, he has played 1 game and he started, pitched for 6 2/3 innings, got 6 hits, gave up 6 hits, which turned into 4 runs, with 2 of which were earned, gave up 1 walk, but got 4 strikeouts. So his ERA is currently at 2.7. So 2 pitchers that seem like they might give up a lot of could give up a lot of hits, but they also are able to keep the runs out and really keep the game under control. What do you expect out of Stanford and Aries?
I mean, like I said, I expect a good pitching duel, but I mean, I also expect some big hits for both teams.
All right, so you call the big hits. Like you mentioned, Jaden Anderson has been raking so far this season. Jaden currently, he still leads the lead in batting average at .524 right now. He's been absolutely crushing the ball so far. As we take a moment to pause for the playing of our national anthem. All right, let's play some baseball. Tonight, the Purcellville Cannons are going to be in the maroon shirts with the maroon pants, maroon caps. So it's all maroon for the Cannons as they're in the pinstripes tonight. As for the Cardinals, they're going to be in the white pants, the white jerseys with the red stripes on the sleeves with the white and red hat. So Cardinals are in white, Cannons are in maroon, to make it really simple just for everyone out there watching us. Whether you're watching us here on the Royal Examiner or you're listening to us here on Stretch and Net, we welcome you in here to Bing Crosby Stadium as we get set here for tonight's matchup as Carter Stanford is now getting set to warm up. How are you feeling going into this matchup, Will?
I'm feeling good, even though the Purcellville Cannons are the leading team in the Valley League. I feel like our Cardinals have a shot.
Absolutely. As we look to see what Stanford has here against the Cannons here, as he'll be facing the top of the order. First up is going to be Caleb Stewart. After Stewart, it's going to be Justin Akal. Then after Akal, we're going to head. It will be Ryan Guida. Three big bats that the Cannons have. Guida batting .500 right now. Stewart batting .242 right now. And Akal is currently down at one. Akal is the weaker bat. He's down at 167 right now. So a big bat followed by Akal, who's been not batting as strong as he could, and then a big bat in the 3-hole in Akal. And then Brian in cleanup tonight. Brian's been batting .286. As Guida, like I mentioned, he is second right now in batting average, right behind the Cardinals' Jaden Anderson. This could be Guida and Anderson could be very well going back and forth. These are the two biggest bats in the league right now. Stanford's got to have his cool here against Guida tonight if he wants any hope of getting through him. He's the big bat, but you cannot underestimate Eichelberger, who leads the league in home runs and RBIs. Horowitz, otherwise known as Bear, but we're going to call him Horowitz tonight. He's another big bat that the Cardinals have, the Cannons have. So a lot of trouble in this lineup. No real easy spots here for Stanford tonight. He's got to really find a way to work through it. Rain Watson did a great job last night against the Lumberjacks, pitching for 5 no-hit innings before giving up his first hit in the top of the 6th. Stanford might not necessarily looking for the no-hitter, while that's always a great thing to have. Just looking to keep the strong pitching going for the Cardinals so far. That Schiff, Watson, Fisher, they've all put on clinics so far. Camargo's looked great. As here comes Caleb Stewart, comes up again from Georgia State University. Carter Stanford gets set up and ready to go. He sets, kicks, and deals the first pitch. Is in there for a strike, and that'll be an 0-1 count. First pitch at 6:58 p.m., earlier than first pitch time. We are early tonight, but we take it. 0-1 count here to Stewart. The pitch from Stanford way outside, not biting on the breaking ball there. 1-1 the count with no outs. Stewart's been played in 10 games, had 33 plate appearances, 8 runs and 8 hits. That one upstairs and away for a ball, 2-1. He's gotten 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, but it's been walked 8 times, but also struck out 14 times. So he loves to swing a lot, but he does strike out a lot too, which could become a problem here for Stewart. 2-1 the count, though. The pitch here from Carter Stanford, and that one is hit up into center field. O'Sabin on it, and O'Sabin will have it for the first out of the inning. That one definitely was getting close to the wall, but O'Sabin on it right away. And that'll be the first out of the game and the first out of the inning. As now Justin Akal comes up. He's from the University of Pittsburgh. Akal has been struggling at the plate to this point. Like I mentioned, a batting average at 167 right now. But he's only played in 2 games and had 6 plate appearances and gotten 1 hit out of it. So he hasn't had a lot of chances yet. So that might explain why his batting average is so low so far. The first pitch here from Stanford is in the dirt. Mercado bobbled it, but was able to hold on to it. No runners on right now. The next pitch here from Stanford is missed by Mercado, went upstairs, but luckily no one on base, so nothing can happen there. The head coach of the Cannons is Brett Fuller. He has assistant coaches in Doug Walker, bench coach is Jim Singhas. He has a strength coach, Joey Burr. His pitching coach is Matt Copley, and also has Rich Fuller as another assistant coach. That pitch is just low for a ball. He'll go behind 3-0. The coaches for the Cardinals, they have head coach Clint Marsh, pitching coach Dylan Stowell, and then assistant coach Jorge Ramirez. 3-0 the count here from Stanford. Looking to just try and get a strike. Do not want to give up an early walk. That one just missed the plate. It'll be a 4-pitch walk to a call, so a call is aboard. And the first runner for the Cannons tonight is aboard with Guida, the big bat that we were talking about, a designated hitter, coming up to bat. This is not what you want to do. What do you think is going through Stanford's head here, Will?
I think he just has to control the batter here. You're facing a big bat, so you cannot throw him something that he's just going to take long.
Absolutely. He's been batting .500 exactly at this point. That first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. The umpires so far have been calling kind of a tighter zone, so Stanford will have to make that adjustment to that. 0-1 here the count with 1 out. A call hanging out over at first right now. They're going to go check up on a call, but nothing happened there. He gets back in plenty of time. With Bryant in the on-deck circle right now. Guida, the designated hitter, a call actually over at second tonight. 0-1 the count here from Stanford right now. So he's looking to settle in, get a strikeout here, or get just a regular out. The pitch here from Stanford, and that one is sent up into center field, and O'Sabin cannot get there in time. The big bat of Guida strikes again as Guida is able to get the first hit of the day here for the Cannons, and he will advance a call to second. And he just showed why he is the second best batter in the league right now, right up there with Jaden Anderson. A little blooper into shallow right center field. O'Sabin was trying to come back, and Cologne was trying to track it. It just fell right in between them. As now that's going to bring up to the plate Chance Bryant. He is from Southeastern University, a senior from Sneeville, Georgia. With 1 out. Now runners on first and second. Guida over at first, a call at second. Cologne waiting for the pickoff throw over to second. I'll try and get a call. The pitch here from Stanford, and that was a line drive past the shortstop at third baseman. Capozzi going to collect it up. And just like that, the Cannons have quickly loaded the bases. After they got the first out on Stewart, Bryant, Guida, and a call have all been able to get on base here for Knutson. Keegan Knutson from San Juancito College North. Keegan so far has been batting .286 and is playing third base tonight. So a big spot here very early to try and jump on Carter Stanford and really try and rattle him up. The first pitch here from Stanford is outside for a ball. What do you think is going through Stanford's head right now?
I don't know. So far, he doesn't look to be very composed. He needs to just calm down and focus on the batter.
Absolutely. As the next pitch in from Stanford, and that's a little chopper over the head of the third baseman. Gets it over to second in time. The throw to first, not there, but they did get the out at second. But a run will score. A call is able to score. Guida advances to third. Oh, no, they're going to call the end of the inning because of batter interference. Excuse me, not batter interference, runner interference. So Knutson is out because of interference. Bryant got caught. No run score. And that will end the first inning. A very interesting way to end the first inning. I didn't catch it right away, but good catch by Will. And that will end the inning. Knutson down by runner interference thanks to Bryant. Bryant was caught out at second already, and that will end the inning. We're heading down to the bottom of the first at a 0-0 game.
Your image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services.
Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 at 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to CNC Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the second. Will, what did you think of that way to end the first inning? That was I haven't seen that yet so far this year.
It was very strange. The Cardinals, they are lucky to get out of that inning with no runs on the board. So they need to respond here with the bats.
Yeah, we talked about it in the break. What we believe happened was they were able to get the force out at second in Brian, and then Brian accidentally interfered with Cologne's ability to get the throw to first in time. So they called runner interference on Brian, and that's an automatic out, and that ends the inning. So a very interesting way to end the inning, but the Cardinals will take it as they get out of a massive jam there, as the attention now turns over to McGuire Aries.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Aries has played in one game. He right now is at a 2.7 ERA, and he will be facing off against Blaze O'Sabin, Brock Mercado, and Eli Burwash. We've talked a lot about O'Sabin. He has a big bat and can really send those balls deep so far. He's coming into a nothing game as he's leading off tonight here for Front Royal. Looking to try and do some damage, jump on Aries here. The first pitch from Aries is upstairs for a ball. O'Sabin this year has been batting .214. He's been able to get 6 hits with 5 runs, a double, a triple, and a home run to this point. So he's been pretty much getting everything. 7 RBIs, a walk, but 5 strikeouts. So he's a lot of flyouts. That's little chopper over to the shortstop to get it over in plenty of time. No, they call him safe. The throw from Stewart at first over to Horwicks was not in time, and O'Sabin able to leg it out. A great job by O'Sabin there. And Blaze is safe over at first. A very close call. I thought he was out personally, but the umpire says safe. And hey, we'll take that. Blaze O'Sabin now safe at first here for Brock Mercado, the catcher from UNC Asheville coming up. Mercado's been batting .125 so far, but has only had 8 plate appearances to this point. This is his 5th game starting so far. The pitch here from Aries, and that one is just in there for a strike, 0-1. Mercado's been able to get 3 runs. He's gotten 1 hit, 2 RBIs though, but been walked 5 times, but also 5 strikeouts. So he can draw those walks. Right now, an 0-1 count. There goes O'Sabin as that one sent into left field, and Bryant is there. O'Sabin already hustling back, and he will get back there in plenty of time. Ball got away, though, but O'Sabin could not check it in time. A throw from McCall at second over to Horwicks got away. O'Sabin tried to make a move, but couldn't. If that ball could have very well fallen, and O'Sabin could have made it to third, but smart base running by O'Sabin and quickly get back when he realized it was going to get caught. As now Burwash comes up to the plate. Burwash has been batting .212 so far this season. This is his 10th game he's played. He's gotten 7 hits, 8 runs scored, 2 doubles, in fact. So a big bat here coming in the 3-hole with Jaden Anderson on deck as they check up on O'Sabin, and he is safe. This could be a big spot for Burwash to get another runner on base for the best bat in the Valley League so far in Jaden Anderson, who's been absolutely crushing balls. The pitch here from Aries, and that's a little bunt by Burwash. He's going to try and leg it out. Knudsen grabs it, and it's over the head of Horwicks. Both runners advance. O'Sabin got to get the green light. O'Sabin coming into home. He will score. What a bunt there by Burwash.
What a bunt, and what a great hustle by O'Sabin.
Unbelievable. O'Sabin hustling. I didn't think they were going to give him the green light, but they did, and the Cardinals now lead 1-0. And we all thought the Cannons scored in the first, but instead it's the Cardinals getting ahead here early. And now here comes Jaden Anderson, the guy that we've all been talking about. He's been batting .524, the best in the Valley League, like I've mentioned to this point. A surefire all-star to this point, and he's been playing great, not only in the field, but at the plate as well. With 1 out, now Eli Burwash over at second with a massive lead. That first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. It will be 1-0. What did you think of the base running by not just Burwash, but O'Sabin as well on that play?
It was great hustle and great awareness by both of them.
Absolutely.
I'm with you, though. I did not think he was going to get the green light, and sure enough, he did.
I thought the ball was a little closer than it was, but Horwicks couldn't find it. That pitch got in there right down the middle for a strike. Good curve there by Aries. 1-1 with 1 out. Burwash hanging out in second. And the on-deck circle is Daniel Stevens, the shortstop. He's another guy that can definitely do some damage. Burwash, I was literally just talking about how he can get on base very easily. And he did with a bunt of all things. That one is crushed by Anderson into right field. And Eichelberger is on it. Burwash does not tag. Burwash will remain at second as Anderson flies out to the right fielder, Eichelberger. And now we'll have 2 outs here for Daniel Stevens coming up. Stevens is from Longwood University and is a junior, originally from Raleigh, North Carolina. Stevens this year has been batting at .259. He's gotten 7 hits, 6 runs, a double and a triple, and 3 RBIs to this point. But he has struck out 5 times. With 2 outs now, Burwash remains over at second. Cardinals would love to add on more to their lead. Can Stevens do that here? First pitch sent a mile high. First baseman call for Horowitz has got it. And that will end the inning, but the damage done thanks to Burwash and O'Sabin. The bunt by Burwash able to score O'Sabin. Great base running as the Cardinals jump out to the early lead. It is Cardinals 1, Cannons 0. Center. They strive to provide the best gym experience for everyone. They have a ton of different opportunities, including weight training, yoga, racquetball, an indoor pool, pickleball, and so much more. Membership starts at only $25 a month. They also have an open gym every Tuesday and Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. You can also receive a free 3-day guest pass to see what all the hype is about, or pay a $3 entry fee. So come on down to Dominion Health and Fitness Center and enjoy the best gym in Front Royal. At the Rotary Club of Front Royal and Warren County, they focus on providing humanitarian service and help build goodwill and peace in the world. Right now, they are focusing on putting an end to polio and making the vaccine available to everyone in Front Royal and Warren County. To learn how to support the Rotary Club of Front Royal or to donate, visit frontroyalrotary.org. Donate today to help put an end to polio. Logan Miatico was a member of the volunteer fire department and was an aspiring firefighter until his unexpected passing in 2021. He had a contagious smile and a vivacious laughter. To remember that legacy Logan left behind, the Logan Miatico Foundation was established. The Miatico Foundation has established a scholarship fund for student athletes, created a memorial in Logan's name at his high school, Skyline High School, and continues to spread Logan's love and kindness throughout the community. You can go to the Logan Miatico Facebook page to learn more, and remember to hashtag Live Like Logan. All right, welcome back to the top of the second now. 2 up for the Cannons here in the top of the second. First up is going to be Keegan Knutson. Knutson is a third baseman as Stanford back out for a second inning of work. First pitch is in there for a strike. It will be an 0-1 count. After Knutson, it's going to be, excuse me just for 1 second, Mickey Brinton, and then followed by Joseph Eichelberger. So next pitch here from Stanford, way outside. No one's been really biting on those breaking balls so far. It's really seemed like only the fastballs have been getting people. 1-1 the count right now. As Stanford kicks and deals that one, almost hit Knutson, and it's in there for a ball. 2-1. At least I believe it's Knutson. Oh, no, excuse me. Knutson is not up. It's actually Mickey Brinton. That's my apologies. It's Mickey Brinton, the center fielder. My bad. I was reading my sheet wrong. Mickey Brinton is up right now, and he just sent that one into left field, but going foul. Hit the roof for a stand. After Brinton, it's going to be Joseph Eichelberger, and then followed by Eichelberger, it's going to be Cullen, a.k.a. Bear Horowitz. 2-2 the count right now here for Brinton. Critical pitch here for Stanford, looking for his first K, and he got it right there. Big swing and a miss by Brinton to open this second inning off, and Stanford has his first strikeout of the game and the first out of the second inning. What have you thought about Stanford's performance to this point?
That at bat especially was very good because he was mixing up his pitching arsenal. I really liked that high heat to strike out the batter.
As that first pitch is in there for a strike, it will be 0-1 here. Stanford looks like he's starting to settle down. He's now facing off against Joseph Eichelborder from Paul D. Camp University. The next pitch in from Stanford is sent a mile high as Cologne calls for it, and Cologne will have it for the second out. He was all over that one right away. As Eichelberger goes down, and now it is going to be Joseph Horowitz. These are Horowitz and Eichelberger being back-to-back is dangerous, especially with runners in scoring position. Eichelberger has 17 RBIs right now, leading the league. Horowitz in second right now with 10. So those are two very dangerous bats to have closer to the bottom of the order. Eichelberger also leading the league in home runs with 4 right now. So they're two big bats. They don't necessarily always necessarily get on base, but they're getting runs in, and that's what's really important. That first pitch from Stanford is upstairs for a ball. It will be 1-0. With 2 outs, no runners on here for the Cannons in the top of the second. The pitch here from Stanford is in there for a strike. 1-1. Make sure you follow the Cardinals on all of our social medias to stay up to date on everything the Front Royal Cardinals are doing inside and outside the stadium. You could follow our Instagram right there at Front Royal Cardinals. Our Facebook and Twitter are both FR Cardinals. That pitch is in there for a ball. It will be 2-1. I put up our Facebook and Twitter usernames during the game as well. I'll put those up in just a moment here. Here is our Facebook. Again, FR Cardinals. Make sure you stay up to date on everything we are doing. Today we sent some of our players out to the library to read. It was Chase Houston and Sean Munoz. Both went out to the library to read to some of the kids out there as that pitch is in there for a ball again. 3-1 as it was in the dirt. 3-1 with 2 outs. Big pitch here for Stanford here to Horowitz. Would love to end the second inning right here. That one fouled back and at our faces. So that was our Facebook, Instagram. There is our Twitter. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media to stay up to date on everything. I mean, everything the Cardinals are doing, because it is a lot that we do. We do a lot more than just baseball. Stanford, big pitch right here. 3-2 with 2 outs. The kick and deal, and he got him looking. And that will end the second inning. As we go to the bottom of the second, out of still a 1-0 game. In Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today. The local Front Royal State Farm agent is Ellen Adders, and she can be reached at 540-635-3336. State Farm is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. In 1968, the Concerned Hotline was created to combat the high suicide rate in Winchester, as it was double the national average at the time. Their mission is to help those in a time of need and create a welcoming community for these people. Concerned Hotline relies on donations and volunteers to be able to continue their operation at the scale they are. So far, they have served over 200,000 just in the Winchester and Front Royal areas alone. If you are interested in volunteering for this fantastic organization or want to donate, please visit concernhotline.org. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the second. I apologize for the scoreboard's issue. I don't know why it wasn't appearing, but we got it working now. So now you guys can see the scoreboard. Like I mentioned, it is currently 1-0 Front Royal here in the bottom of the second. Due up is going to be Nick Capozzi, Carter Ruff, and Zach Sophie here to face off against Aries here in the bottom of the second as they look to continue to do what the top of the order was able to do and get some more runs in. As the Cannons went 1-2-3 there in the second. What have you thought about Carter Stanford's performance to this point?
I think he's looked good. He started off a little rocky, and he didn't look as composed. He seemed to calm down, and he started really putting him in there.
First pitch looked like Capozzi tried to square up for a bunt, but pulled off 1-0. Capozzi so far has been batting .222 so far. This is his 6th game played. He's gotten 1 run off of 4 hits, 2 RBIs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts, all to his name to this point from Gardner-Webb University. The next pitch is in there for a strike. Right after Capozzi is going to be his Gardner-Webb buddy, both Capozzi and Carter Ruff, both from Gardner-Webb University. Ruff a junior, Capozzi a junior as well. So they're very familiar with each other. So they're going back-to-back tonight. And that one is in there for a strike as well. 1-2 the count right now here from Aries. With no outs right now, no runners on. Carter Ruff in the on-deck circle right now. And that one's upstairs and inside for a ball. 2-2. What do you thought about McGuire Aries to this point, Will?
I think he's looked pretty good as well. He allowed that first run in the bottom of the first, and so far he's looked good.
That was a check swing there by Capozzi, but they say he did not go, and the count is going to go full. 3-2 here with no outs. Big pitch here for Aries to try and get the first out. Capozzi trying to find his way on base. And that one is a little chopper up the mound and past second base and into the outfield. Britton will collect it up. Looked like Capozzi was going to try and make the turn for second there for a second, but Britton did not allow him. And Capozzi is successfully over to first base. And now coming up is going to be Carter Ruff. Ruff, unfortunately, has yet to be able to get a hit. He's struck out 7 times on 9 plate appearances, trying to change that. He has, however, got an RBI and a walk. So Ruff's really been struggling. He took some time off away from the plate just to try and see if he could reset, get out of his slump that he started. This is his 4th game. Really just trying to settle down at the plate. He's playing first base tonight with Capozzi over at first. The first pitch is sent a mile high into left field, and it is off the wall. The netting counts as the wall. The throw over to third will not be there in time. You want to talk about making a big hit to get your first hit in the game. That's how you do it. Ruff with the double.
What a way to get out of a slump. That's really going to be a confidence booster for him.
Oh, absolutely. First hit not only of the game for Ruff, but of his Valley League career. The netting, for those of you who don't know the netting, I learned this actually yesterday. I thought the netting was out of play. The net actually counts as a part of the wall. So if it hits the net, it's not gone, as that's still in play. It has to go over the net to be out of play, but the net doesn't streak around the entire outfield. So in some areas the net isn't there. They can get over the wall. As now it's going to be Zach Sophie. That's a big swing and a miss there by Sophie. He has 2 runners in scoring position. He has Ruff over at second, Capozzi over at third. Sophie's been batting 0-6-7 right now. This is the 6th game. He's been up to bat 15 times, gotten only 1 hit and 2 runs to his name. So very much struggling so far. Another guy looking to get out of a slump as that pitch is outside for a 1-1 count. He has been walked 4 times, but also struck out 6 times. So Sophie looking to, we just saw Ruff get a big hit there. Sophie might be looking to try and do the same here and try and add on to this Cardinals lead.
When you're in a slump like this, you just gotta put the ball in play, especially when you got 2 runners in scoring position. Just put it in play.
Yeah, and a check swing there by Sophie. Umpire said he did not swing. As I was almost a wild pitch, Torres able to smother it though. That could have gotten very bad there for the Cannons if Torres didn't get on that ball, as that very well could have allowed Capozzi to score from third. Big spot here for Sophie to try to add on to the lead. Sophie tonight's out in right field. 2-1 count right now for Zach Sophie. No outs, runners on second and third. Aries just trying to get something going here right now. And that pitch is in there for a strike. It will be 2-2. Got the outside corner of the zone. Two and two right now with 2 outs. Sophie trying to get something going, and that's a little chopper that goes behind him and foul. Will remain here at 2-2.
With 0 outs, 2-2 count, like I said, you just got to protect the plate and get the ball in play.
Yeah, and that's what Sophie's trying to do, and trying to find the right pitch for him so that he could just get in play, get down, and try and get Ruff and Capozzi both home to score and make it increase that lead. And that one is sent up into left field. Bryant on it, though. Looks like Capozzi might try and tag, and he does, but the throw, he was on it right away. Great throw from Bryant over in left field to hold Capozzi. Sophie flies out. That was a great throw. Capozzi tried, but he couldn't do anything there. He was just kind of stuck. As now Devin Colon comes up. He's at second base tonight from Longwood University. Colon so far has been batting 0-9-1. So another batter that's been struggling here as they have some batters from the Cardinals that are just trying to get some more hits. He's gotten 1 hit off of 11 times at the plate, and that is a big swing and a miss there by Cologne. And the on-deck circle right now is O'Sabin. So the top of the order here for the Cardinals coming up, and that's a dangerous top of the order with O'Sabin, Mercado, Burwash, and Anderson all in there that could do a lot of damage to this Purcellville Cannons defense. The pitch here from Aries, another big swing and a miss there by Cologne. It will be 0-2. He has struck out 7 times in his 11 plate appearances, so he is a big swinger, but just cannot find the ball. Another guy just trying to get out of his slump. The pitch here from Aries, trying to get a strikeout, and it is in the dirt. Cologne not biting on those breaking balls. 1-2 the count will go to. With 1 out, Ruff remains over at second. Capozzi over at third. Blaze O'Sabin in the on-deck circle here as the Cardinals are about to get through their first time through the order.
Once again, with 1 out,
Cologne thought that one was outside, but it wasn't, and he goes down looking for the second out of the inning, just what Aries needed to go from runners on with 2 out, with no outs now, runners on with 2 outs as Blaze O'Sabin comes up. Last time O'Sabin was up, he got a single and then later scored thanks to the Burwash bunt, then the throw that missed by a call. So
I was going to say that with 1 out, you just need to get the ball in play as well with 2 runners in scoring position. Now you need a hit.
Yeah, O'Sabin. And if there's any guy that we can trust in this Cardinals lineup tonight to get a hit, it is O'Sabin. He has the bat to really get it down. He's been batting .214 so far. So O'Sabin, a big bat that can definitely do damage. And if he gets on base, we just saw his speed. He's very quick. That's a big swing and a miss, though. It'll be 0-2. This will be a big missed opportunity for the Cardinals. Let's go from runners in second and third with no outs and then stranding them both. That'd be a huge missed opportunity for them, and they do not want to blow this chance, knowing how big this Cannons team can be and how strong they are with their bats. That one way upstairs. It looked like Ruff was going to try and make a move. He was trying to get ready, and Ruff almost got caught. Again, Capozzi still our Gardner-Webb guys hanging out. We have Capozzi over at third, Ruff over at second right now. And O'Sabin trying to get one, if not both of them home. 1-2 count with 2 outs. The pitch it from Aries. Big swing and a miss, and now we'll end the inning. Cardinals miss a huge opportunity to get some runs in as Capozzi and Ruff are both stranded. Now we'll end the second, still 1-0. To look for places to take their kids to practice. Out of the books for you and allow you to worry less and live more. Brody Michael was just a 14-year-old boy beginning his high school basketball career when he passed away back in 2020. Brody brought so much positivity and compassion to everyone in his life. He was non-judgmental, kind, caring, and always had a smile on his face. His impact was much larger than just the high school basketball court, as it spread throughout the entire community. In his memory, the Brody Michael Foundation was started to help continue the legacy Brody started. It not only gives back to the community, but also offers scholarships for student athletes as well. To donate to this wonderful foundation and continue Brody's legacy, please visit BrodyMichaelFoundation.com and remember to hashtag #BeLikeBrody. All right, welcome back. Top of the third. Cardinals missed a huge opportunity there. What do you think Clint Marsh had to say about that bottom of the second, stranding both runners in scoring position?
I think that they just need more productivity from the bottom of their lineup. It seems like the last 3 batters have just been in slumps and just cannot get out of them.
Carter Ruff seemed like he just got out of the slump. Sophie and Colon still kind of in it. As now coming up to bat here for the Cannons is going to be Jose Torres, the catcher, and he just sent one into right field. Sophie coming back on it, and Sophie will have it for the first out of the third. Sophie and Colon looked like they were almost going to collide there, but they didn't. That could have gotten bad. We've yet to see a collision here, but knock on wood, I don't have any wood here. Someone's still working on that wooden plank for me. I really need a wooden plank in here with how bad I jinx things.
Number 2, Caleb Stewart.
As here comes Caleb Stewart back up. Stewart, his last time up, he flew out to the center fielder, O'Sabin, looking to try and change that fate here. Now we go through the Cannons lineup for a second time. Stanford's first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Stewart this season's been batting .242 at the plate. Got 8 hits, 8 runs. 3 of his hits were doubles. He's gotten 3 RBIs, 8 walks, but struck out 14 times. The pitch from Stanford got away from Mercado, just completely missed the plate.
One thing I've admired from both of these pitchers is that they've both gone through plenty of adversity throughout the course of this game, and they've battled back and stayed composed.
That one is sending to right field, but going foul. Every time I park, I always tempt fake, because that's like down that right field side behind like the away locker room is where I park my car. So I'm always tempting fate of, am I going to get hit? I still have yet to get hit. I'm fingers crossed I don't get hit. 2-1 the count here for Stewart with 1 out and no runners on. Stanford, the pitch. That one sent over in the center field. O'Sabin trying to track it. O'Sabin will have it for the second out of the inning. Another fly out back to O'Sabin. Those two are getting pretty close there. Is now coming up to bat is going to be the second baseman, Justin Akal from the University of Pittsburgh. Last time he walked and then was going to score if it wasn't for the runner interference on Bryant, which got Knutson out. Excuse me, Akal looking to try and score this time. He got, like I said, got walked to first, able to get to second, get to third, thanks to Guida and Bryant's singles, but could not score. First pitch is in there for a ball. It will be 1-0 with 2 outs.
So far, we aren't watching a strikeout duel. We're just watching 2 pitchers being able to get it done.
Stanford right now has 1 strikeout. Aries currently has 2. 2-0 right now, the count with 2 outs. The Cardinals, they've had some great pitching performances here as of late. Cole Schiff's looked great. Rain Watson looked great last night. Bryce Fisher's been looking strong. So far, Stanford's looked good as well. That one upstairs. Andres Camargo, he's looked really good as well. Schultz has looked good. Ethan Atkinson has looked good here at home. Munoz has looked great. We've seen a lot of guys really look strong here for the Cardinals. 3-0 the count here from Stanford, and that one is in there for a strike. Just barely got the inside, and that will be now will go to a 3-1 count. Stanford just does not want to walk a call, and that one is a ball just missed the zone, and Akal will take the walk over to first. Back to first base again for him. Second time he's gotten there tonight. And now here comes Guida.
Now batting, number 29,
Ryan Guida, he is the bat right behind Jaden Anderson in leading and batting average. So, again, a base runner on for Guida. Not what you want to be doing here if you're Stanford, because that then allowed Bryant to get on, and Cardinals kind of got lucky thanks to Bryant and Knutson. Stanford would love to get Guida out right here. That one upstairs as they are really watching Akal. Akal was taking a massive lead off there.
Stanford's got to settle in here because he's going against the Purcellville meat of their lineup.
Yeah, and Guida leads it off as he is the big bat that they have. Bryant after him, then Knutson. Then they hit later, it's Eichelberger and Horowitz, who are the 2 dangerous spots that can really do damage later, as that one is in for a strike. 1-1 the count. With 2 outs, Akal remains over at first right now. As the Cardinals would love to be able to strand another cannon. Purcellville trying to cash in this time. That one is in there for a strike. Great curveball there by Carter Stanford. 1-2 with 2 outs here. Big pitch here for Stanford as he's just trying to get out of this and continue what he's been able to do so far. Had a solid second. Has looked good here in the third. Looking to continue the momentum that he's been able to build up. Stanford has the signal. He will send it. It's a little chopper over to Stevens. He got it and gets the force out at second to Cologne. That will end the inning. Guida could not get to first because of the force out. Great fielding there by Stevens and Cologne. Heads up fielding. That will end the third inning. The score remains the Cardinals 1, the Cannons 0. We'll be right back.
Who's got the pulse of your community? They do. It's the Royal Examiner. They bring you the local stories that matter, from town and county government updates to school board decisions. The Royal Examiner has got you covered. But there's more than just news. Ever wonder about the events happening in your backyard? They're on it. The Royal Examiner knows all about the concerts in the park, farmers markets, local charity runs, and art expeditions. If it's happening in your community, they're there. What's more, they love digging into the hearts of our community to share the intriguing stories that make us unique. So tune in, turn up, and take note. Your community is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and the Royal Examiner is your guide. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay local. The Royal Examiner, because local matters. Visit us online at royalexaminer.com.
Are you having electrical problems in your home or business and need to find the best electrician you can? Well, look no farther than Green to Ground, located right here in Front Royal, Virginia. They offer free estimates on projects and are focused on client satisfaction. Their electricians are ready to take on any and all of your electrical needs, as they offer peace of mind, one circuit at a time. So just give them a call at 540-692-8412. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the third. Brock Mercado, Eli Burwash, and Jaden Anderson all due up 2, 3, and 4. A dangerous spot here for McGuire Aries to be coming back in as he faces the heart of the Front Royal Cardinals order. What did you think of the Cardinals here through 3 innings, both offensively and defensively?
I thought offensively they started out the game really well. When they started getting to the bottom of their lineup, they did start to lose that like they lost the bat a little bit.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
Defensively, they looked pretty good. Stanford's really settled down on the mound.
Yep, and then a great heads-up play there by Stevens and Cologne to get the out at second to end the third inning. What have you thought about the Cannons, both offensively and defensively, as Mercado comes up to the plate?
The Cannons did in the first inning. Their bats woke up at the very beginning of the game. They unfortunately had that runner's interference that ended a good inning. Since then, though, their bats haven't been as hot.
As that first pitch is in there for a strike there by McGuire Aries, as he is back out for a third inning of work. Like I mentioned, after Mercado, it's going to be Burwash and Anderson. 2, 3, and 4 are all coming up again for the second time through the order. That one is outside, but called a strike again. Looks like the umpire has a bit more of an outside zone. Or it might also be good framing there by Torres. I can't really tell.
In this part of the lineup for the Cardinals, they really need to capitalize. These are 3 of their best hitters on the team. So
Absolutely.
they need to get their bat on the ball here.
Yeah, as that one is fouled off by Mercado. We'll stay at 0-2. After Anderson at 4, if they can get there, it'll be Daniel Stevens and Nick Capozzi, 2 other bats that can really do some damage as well. So the heart of the order is what really does the damage here for Front Royal, as they want to take advantage of it. The pitcher from Aries, big swing and a miss by Mercado. Third strikeout there for McGuire Aries tonight.
That was a great breaking ball by Aries.
Yeah, as he was able, it went in the dirt, but Mercado bit and just could not stop his swing. As Eli Burwash comes up now, he got the bunt double that was able to score. Saban with their speed. It was the ball that was thrown off, I believe, by Stewart. Missed. Horowitz missed it over at first and couldn't find it, and that allowed Burwash to get to second, and Saban scored from there. That fastball is in there for a strike, though, on Burwash. It'll be 0-1. Aries got that first out on a strikeout. Now look, he's trying to settle in and really start dealing through this lineup that the Cardinals have put out right now. 0-1 the count here. The pitch from Aries is in there for a ball. Just missed from the looks of it. And the Cannons are in all maroon with pinstripes. The Cardinals are in the white and red. So kind of easy to tell them apart. That one is a check swing, but did not go. 2-1. 2-1 the count here for Burwash. It doesn't matter how he gets on base. He's just looking to try and find a way on, whether it be a walk or a hit. That's a chopper down the first base line. That is foul. Just barely. It looked like it was going to stay in play for a second, but it didn't. So this count goes now to 2-2. Big pitch here for McGuire Aries, trying to really looking to get a fourth strikeout tonight. He's gotten O'Sabin, he got Mercado, he's gotten Colon. He's had 3 straight strikeouts now, and that is a ball to go full count. Looking to make it 4 straight strikeouts right here, and I probably just jinxed Aries right there by saying he's gotten 3 straight, looking for 4 now. He's really settled down, really starting to get the Cardinals to bite on pitches. 3-2 count, big pitch here, and he got him swinging. Make that 4 in a row there for McGuire Aries. He's got Colon looking. He got O'Sabin, Mercado, and Burwash all swinging as he has really started to cruise. As now comes up Jaden Anderson.
Both pitchers in this game have really started to look good.
Yeah, absolutely. As they've both kind of settled in here in the third as they're going through the order for the second time. With Anderson now up, a big bat here against Aries. And that one is sent into center field. Brinton can't get there, and Anderson is aboard. Ends the strikeout streak there for Aries, but 4 strikeouts in a row. You still have to acknowledge that's pretty good for him, pretty impressive. He was able to strike out 4 of the Cardinals' bats without even getting anything else done. As Daniel Stevens come up, he's 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out to for shortstop on a massive pop-up his last time up.
Anderson waking up his bat again and showing that he's one of the best hitters in this league.
Absolutely. A little blooper in a shallow center field. Brinton couldn't get there in time. That first pitch in there for a strike. It'll be 0-1. Aries really had to settle down, having a kind of a rough first, but then he really got settled down. Stanford had a rough first as well, but then got settled down as well, as both guys are now kind of cruising through this order. That one is in there for a ball. Umpire says it was just a bit outside. 1-1. 1-1 with 2 outs. Anderson hanging out over at first right now. Might try and steal. See if he can get in scoring position here for Stevens. And that one's a line drive into left field, and it will drop as both runners advance. Anderson thought about going to the third for a second, but he's going to hold off there. So Anderson successfully over to second. Stevens over to first. And now Nick Capozzi coming up in a big chance here for the Cardinals to try and get a run in. Do you think they're going to try a double steal here?
I could very well see it with 2 outs. I mean, you got nothing to lose here.
Yeah, but it is a massive risk. We have not seen Torres' arm yet. He could easily throw a rocket over the third baseman, Knudsen, and get Anderson out. The key to note that Capozzi is a righty, so it would be harder for Torres to do that. Anderson really thinking about it, that first pitch in for a strike. Capozzi really would love to get Anderson home. As Anderson's over at second, you have now Stevens over at first. 0-1 the count here with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Another big chance here for the Cardinals. That one in the dirt for a ball. Stevens just has to play smart right now. Pick his pitches wisely and not try and get any unnecessary strikes. See if he can draw a walk and bring up Carter Ruff.
What's interesting to me is that there's nobody holding on these base runners. These leads are huge.
Yeah, there's also 2 outs as well. So a big spot here for the Cardinals. That might be part of the reason why they aren't holding them as close, because they know that if they just get Stevens out, not Stevens, Capozzi, then it doesn't matter what happens to the runners. 2-1 now with 2 outs, but you are right. No one really holding Stevens or Anderson at either of the bases here right now, as we give you a big shot of the field. The pitch there is a curve that goes in for a strike. 2-2 with 2 outs.
It's a nasty breaking ball, and he's been throwing that all day and just stumping batters.
He's been throwing it high and then drops into the zone and then in the zone and then drops into the dirt, and the Cardinals have not been able to figure it out. 2-2 now with 2 outs. Stevens looking to try, Capozzi trying to keep it going, and he swings and misses, and that will end the inning. 5th strikeout there for Aries tonight through 3 innings. The Cardinals strand 2 more runners as the score remains. The Cardinals 1, the Cannons 0.
At National Media Services, your image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services.
Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. All right, top of the fourth. What do you thought through these first 3 innings, Will, of how both teams have been really playing?
A lot of base runners stranded. Batters are looking good towards the top of the lineup, but it seems like for both teams, the bottom of the lineup have continued to struggle. Pitchers have looked very good. They started out a little rocky, but they've composed themselves.
Yeah, so that first one is fouled up. Up to bat right now is going to be Chance Bryant, the left fielder. The Cannons so far, they've only stranded 2 runners. The Cardinals, a very different story. They've had runners on in each inning. They've stranded 5 already, and they only have 1 run to show. Not the kind of the game that they've been really expecting from them, leaving just so many opportunities on base. As it now goes, that one was fouled off. It's 0-2. Score is still the Cardinals 1, the Cannons 0. So this game is still anyone's game right now here in the top of the fourth. Carter Stanford is out there again for a 4th inning of work. That one just missed the zone. Almost got the strikeout there on Bryant. Bryant tonight is 1 for 1. He was able to get a single. He was the guy that then got caught at second for the second out and then got called for runner's interference. And that one is skied behind him and foul. So Bryant, costly mistake as he interfered with Cologne's ability to make the turn to Ruff. Ruff over at first base, so Cologne could not make the turn to get the throw over to first because Bryant was in his way, and the umpire called them out. Knutson out because of that runner interference. That one dropped by Mercado, and it'll be a 2-2 count.
That was a good breaking ball, almost got the batter.
Bryant really thought he was about to – it looked like Bryant was about to swing, but able to hold off. 2-2 right now is the count here for Bryant as he's trying to get on base here again, and he will send that one high into center field. O'Sabin tracking, and O'Sabin will have it for the second out. The first out of the inning. As not coming up to bat is going to be Knutson. Keegan Knutson from Knutson last time up. He was a part of that runner's interference play, so he is 0 for 0 tonight. Looking to get an at-bat logged here tonight. The first pitch here from Stanford is sent high and into right field, but going foul. Sophie tried to track it and just couldn't get there in time. Had a chance at it, but just couldn't get there. 0-1 the count. He could have dove for it, but that was a high-risk play, especially with the dirt right there. Up next after Knutson is going to be Brinton. Brinton struck out his last time up. One of the 2 strikeouts that Stanford has right now. As Stanford kicks and deals. That's a little chopper. That goes on left field line and also foul. We're going to go to an 0-2 count. Knutson really fighting right now for every single pitch.
Stanford right now has control of this batter. I would like to see some off-speed stuff. Maybe try to chase the batter.
He might try and throw a slider or a curveball right here. I don't know necessarily have this in Arsenal. Let's see as Stanford pitches. That I think was a slider in the dirt, but Knudsen not biting. Knudsen so far has been batting .286 so far this season, with Knudsen's been able to get 10 hits, 7 runs scored, a double to his name, 10 RBIs, been walked 6 times, but struck out 5. That one is a chopper over to Stevens to throw to Ruff at first, and plenty of time. And that is a strong grounder. It looked like Stevens took a second to collect it and was able to get it over there in plenty of time for the second out of the inning. As now Mikey Brinton is coming up. Brinton tonight 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Brinton tonight playing out in center field. Brinton so far this season has been batting .303, the 5th best batter the Cannons have. Gotten 10 hits off with 14 runs and 3 doubles. So another big bat that the Cannons have. That one's a chopper over to Cologne. Cologne going to throw it over to Stanford, and Stanford just barely got there in time. A very close play as Ruff came off of first, but Stanford able to make up ground and get it out. Brinton could not leg it out as we head to the bottom of the 4th, still at 1-0.
Your image is their business. From business cards.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 4th here. What did you think of how Stanford was really just able to kind of cruise through that top of the 4th going 1, 2, 3?
I mean, both of these pitchers have been dealing this game. My prediction at the beginning of the game, this being an offensive showdown, is really starting to look bad.
I mean, the Cardinals' bats have been rolling so far. They've been able to get 6 hits already, so their bats have been rolling. The Cannons right now have 2 to their name, but the Cardinals have been rolling, just cannot convert as it's only 1-0. As Carter Ruff comes up to the plate, he got his first hit his last time up, and it was a double. Looking to continue that momentum. Strike 1 called, though, as he got caught looking.
Aries continues to utilize that breaking ball. It's really fooling these Cardinal batters.
I mean, hey, if it's continuing to work, why stop? That pitch is also in there for a strike. It will now go to 0-2.
And he does it again. These Cardinal batters need to start anticipating this curveball.
Aries pitches, and Ruff did not go. He checked his swing and did not go. 1-2 the count here. Stanford and Aries have both looked super strong here through 4 innings. Stanford's gone through 4 now. Aries in his 4th right now. That one's a little chopper, and that is grabbed by Knudsen. The throw to first, not in time. And Ruff is back aboard. He's 2 for 2 today. His slump might have just ended right there.
It's a great hustle once again.
Absolutely. A little chopper that went shallow. Knudsen had to come out far for it, and Ruff able to leg it out. As now Zach Sophie's coming up. Sophie is 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out to the left fielder. And after him, it's going to be Cologne. Ruff, this is the exact type of game that he needed. Sophie and Cologne look to follow suit as well. First, it's Sophie, and he'll take one that's low but called a strike. Again, coming to you from Bing Crosby Stadium in Front Royal, Virginia. During this inning, we're going to take a little chance to also take a look at what's happening around the rest of the Valley League as Sophie fouls that one off. Looking around the rest of the Valley League, currently the Charlottesville Tom Sox are leading against the Waynesboro Generals 5-1 in the top of the third. The Winchester Royals lead 4-0 over the Woodstock River Bandits in the bottom of the third. The Stanton Braves lead 5-0 against the Covington Lumberjacks in the top of the third. The Strasburg Express lead 1-0 against the Newmarket Rebels in the top of the second. And they're going to check up on Ruff over there really fast. And the Culpeper Cavaliers currently lead 3-0 against the Harrisonburg Turks in the top of the second. So every game right now has scoring in it. Early scoring has been kind of the name of the game here to this point. 0-2 the count here on Sophie. The pitch. Sophie sends out one into left field, and it is just foul. That would have been a huge hit right there for Sophie. As I highly doubt that Brian out in left field would have been able to get there in time. Sophie just trying to really end this slump he's been on. He's only been able to get one hit to this point in the season. What really needs to change that here. As Aries would love to get his 6th strikeout here on Sophie with Cologne in the on-deck circle. Aries kicks and deals and fouls off by Sophie. Just barely able to get a piece of it to stay alive.
As the Cardinals approach the bottom of their lineup, they really need to start turning these bats on.
Yeah, Sophie, Cologne, and Ruff. Coming in this game, they were the 3 Cardinals with the worst batting averages. Ruff had 0. Sophie had 0.67. Cologne had 0.91. And Ruff has now gotten 2 hits. Cologne and Sophie looking for their first, and they got Ruff on the tag out at first. They checked up on Ruff, and they got him. And Ruff and the first base coach for the Cardinals, Dylan Stowell, do not look happy with that call.
Ruff just needs to be more aware there. He got a huge lead, but he was being checked the whole time.
Yeah, and it looked like it was close, but they're going to call him out. 0-2 the count here to Sophie. He's now in a completely different situation. He'll take that one in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 as that one got a bit away from Torres. What do you think what do you think Marsh has to say to Ruff as he went back to the dugout?
I think Ruff needs to be more aware when he's taking a big lead like that off first base.
Definitely a crushing blow there for the Cardinals. They had a great start there with Ruff getting aboard, and then he immediately gets caught at first. 1-2 the count now with 1 out, no runners on, and that one almost hit Sophie's foot, but no. 2-2 as that one really went into the dirt hard. 2-2. Cologne in the on-deck circle still.
With the Cardinal bottom of the lineup being in a slump like this, you can't afford to hand the other team an easy out.
I 100% agree. That was an out. Ruff just got caught. Too big of a lead. And if you're going to have that big of a lead, you better be ready to steal. Sophie hits a little chopper that goes to the shortstop, Stewart. The throw is nowhere in time. And Sophie, the throw got away from Horowitz. Offline by Stewart, but Sophie just going to hang out at first. So now we see how much that of Ruff getting caught is going to bite us. He would have made it to second at this point, but instead he's just going to – we're going to have just a runner at first. So same situation here that Cologne comes into. Sophie finally able to get hit. He might be able to find a way out of the slump. As Devin Cologne is coming up now as well. Cologne 0 for 1. He started the strikeout run that Aries was able to go on, striking out 4 straight Cardinals batters, getting Cologne, O'Sabin, Mercado, and Burwash all straight before Anderson was able to break that up, but then still got Capozzi to end the third. Pitch it from Aries. Cologne squares up and bunts, but it goes foul right behind him. 0-1. Do you think Cologne would be able to leg out a bunt if it's placed right?
I do think if it's placed right, but on an 0-1 count, it is rare that you'll see.
It's the second or third time we've seen a missed throw there by the shortstop, Stewart and Knudsen. That one got away from Torres as he couldn't control it, but able to get on it right away. Holds Sophie there. He was on that one right. And he swings and misses. That will be Aries' that will be his 6th strikeout of the night, 2nd on Cologne.
Aries is really controlling these batters with the duo of his fastball and that crazy curveball.
Yeah, and Cologne bit on that curveball in the dirt and couldn't do anything about it. Now Blaze O'Saban is going to come up with 2 outs, and Sophie still over at first right now. That first pitch is a curve that goes in there for a strike. That curve has been so deadly today from Aries. The crowd was buzzing in the first inning. Now they've gone kind of quiet. O'Saban would love to get them awake again as he has a big swing and a miss there, 0-2. After O'Saban, it's going to be Mercado as we're back at the top of the order for the 3rd time tonight here for the Cardinals. They've gotten a hit in every single inning, but only have 1 run to show as they check up on Sophie, and he is safe over there at first.
With an 0-2 count, you gotta continue to watch out for that breaking ball out of the zone. He's gonna look to make these batters pay for going down so much in the count.
0-2 with 2 outs. Aries looking for the 7th strikeout, didn't get it there. They're gonna go check up on Sophie again as he had a massive lead. Couldn't get him there. We go to a 1-2. Blaze was not biting on that curve, throwing those curveballs in the dirt. Over at first, and that one, they got him looking. Instead of going with curveball in the dirt, he went curveball upstairs and got O'Saban looking for the 7th strikeout. As Sophie is stranded over at first base. That it might be the story of the night is runners left on base for the Cardinals. As we head to the 5th inning, the score is still the Cardinals 1, the Cannons 0. Anyone's game at this point. Fitness Center. They strive to provide the best gym experience for everyone. They have a ton of different opportunities, including weight training, yoga, racquetball, an indoor pool, pickleball, and so much more. Membership starts at only $25 a month. They also have an open gym every Tuesday and Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. You can also receive a free 3-day guest pass to see what all the hype is about, or pay a $3 entry fee. So come on down to Dominion Health and Fitness Center and enjoy the best gym in Front Royal. At the Rotary Club of Front Royal and Warren County, they focus on providing humanitarian service and help build goodwill and peace in the world. Right now, they are focusing on putting an end to polio and making the vaccine available to everyone in Front Royal and Warren County. To learn how to support the Rotary Club of Front Royal or to donate, visit frontroyalrotary.org. Donate today to help put an end to polio. Logan Miatico was a member of the volunteer fire department and was an aspiring firefighter until his unexpected passing in 2021. He had a contagious smile and a vivacious laughter. To remember that legacy Logan left behind, the Logan Miatico Foundation was established. The Miatico Foundation has established a scholarship fund for student athletes, created a memorial in Logan's name at his high school, Skyline High School, and continues to spread Logan's love and kindness throughout the community. You can go to the Logan Miatico Facebook page to learn more, and remember to hashtag #LiveLikeLogan. All right, top of the 5th. What have you thought of both pitchers so far, McGuire Aries and Carter Stanford?
I think we are seeing a pitcher's duel, unlike I said at the beginning of the game. Stanford has settled in continually, and he's allowed 0 runs. And although Aries has allowed that 1 run that he allowed in the first inning, he's looked spectacular.
You hit it right on the nose as Joseph Eichelberger, excuse me, that name's really hard to pronounce. Joseph Eichelberger, the RBI leader right now in the league, is up with 1-0 count right now. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to the second baseman. And that's a huge swing and a miss there. He's really trying to get something going here for the Cans. They've been really struggling at the plate. Stanford really jamming them right now.
With a big bat like this in the box, if you're Stanford, you just have to control the count. You can't go down in the count, or this guy will make you pay.
Absolutely. As that one was Mercado couldn't grab all the way, 2-1. So far the Cannons, they only have two hits. As after the first inning, Stanford's been kind of pitching really strong. As for the Cardinals, they've got, like I said, they continue to get hits in every single inning. They have 8 hits to their name right now. Only 1 run to show for it. So great job by Aries and the rest of the Cannons defense to really hold the runners on base and not allow runs in. 3-1 the count right now. But the Cardinals bats continue to look strong at the plate, but just leaving guys on base. Not what they want to be doing right now. Payoff pitch is fouled off there by Eichelberger. as the count will now go full with Horwicks in the on-deck circle. These are the two guys that lead the league in RBIs right now, so two very dangerous back-to-back bats that you do not want to let come on with runners in scoring position because they can most likely cash in those opportunities. The payoff pitch from Stanford is a little chopper that gets over to Stevens. The throw from Stevens is in there to rough in plenty of time. And Eichelberger will go down again. First out of the inning there for Stanford. The Cardinals have also doing a really great job in the field of really holding everything down as Cullen, we're going to call him Bear for the Cullen Horwicks, a.k.a. Bear. I don't necessarily know where he got that name from, but he said that's his nickname, so Cullen Bear Horwicks. Bear Horwicks, Cullen Horwicks. We're going to go with Bear because Bear sounds cooler. First pitch of Horwicks from Stanford is a ball, though, just barely missed the zone. All right, so what do you think Clint Marsh is telling the Cardinals right now in the dugout? You've left so many runners on base. You're getting hits, but you're not getting runs in. What do you think he's talking about right now to his bats?
Bottom of the order just needs to wake up the bats. I mean, like you said, top of the order seems to be getting on base and capitalizing, but bottom of the order just hasn't really gotten the job done.
I mean, we did see Ruff and Sophie both near the bottom of the order both get on base as well, as that one's way inside for a ball 2-1. It's been kind of like they just keep on stranding guys, and Aries continues to deal, getting 7 strikeouts so far to this point, looking very strong. And then if you're the Cannons manager, Brett Fuller, what do you think is going through his head right now? As that's a little chopper over the third baseman, Burwash. Burwash with a hard throw to first, and they got him, able to get the tag. The throw from Burwash pulled Ruff off the plate a bit, but able to get the tag on Horwicks for the second out of the inning. Now coming up is going to be Jose Torres from the University of Louisiana Lafayette. Torres tonight is 0 for 1. He flew out to the right fielder, Zach Sophie, his last time up. As Stanford is really settled in, looking very strong right now. Still trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead.
Back to your previous question, I think if you are the Cannons, you need to get base runners. Your pitcher is throwing an absolute clinic, and the offense just is not giving him enough support.
And that's a really good way to put it. Only 2 hits and leaving runners stranded. Stanford's been looking strong. 0-2 the count now here to Torres. And they've stranded 2 runners as well. They stranded Akal and they stranded Guida. And that was all in the first inning, but Stanford really has been strong here. 0-2 count here to Torres. Looking to get out of the 5th. And just missed, just a bit too low. The Cardinals fan base thought that was a strike, but no, just barely off the plate. 1-2 the count now, still with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. As the sun is starting to set, you can kind of see some of the colors here on the field. This pitch here from Stanford. That one's a line drive right past the first baseman Ruff as he was diving for it. Sophie going to collect it up in right field. And Torres is aboard. First hit given up by Stanford since the first inning. And that is exactly kind of what the Cannons needed with Stewart coming back up for the 3rd time. Caleb Stewart tonight is 0 for 2. Both times he's flown out to Blaze O'Saban. Does not want to do that again. They've gotten pretty close, as that's where Stewart sent it both times.
Stanford just needs to continue to put it in there. He's found success all game with just throwing strikes. He needs to continue to do that.
You know what's even funny with it's all of his outs. He's only had 2 strikeouts, but he's been doing great. As it looked like for a second there that Torres was going to run, but he held off as that pitch is in for a strike. But he's been able to get a lot of support from his defense in the field, getting a lot of flyouts and a lot of grounders. So great defense all around here by the Cardinals, just having heads-up defense. 0-1 the count now, 2 outs. Torres still over at second, looking like he's about to jump though. And that one is in there for a strike. 0-2 now with 2 outs. Stanford, big chance to get out of this inning before the heart of the order of the Cannons comes up to bat with Akal in the on-deck circle right now, who's 0 for 0. He's been walked twice by Stanford.
If you're Stanford, you have control of this at-bat. You start throwing things out of the zone, there you go.
And that happens. 3rd strikeout for Stanford on the night is Stewart will go down swinging, and that will end the inning. As we now go to the bottom of the 5th, the Cardinals still lead 1-0. Many parents struggle to look for places to take their kids to practice their sport. That struggle is now over with Arena Sports and Event Center. This amazing location has 3 rows of batting cages, an indoor turf space, camps, and so much more to offer. The drives to Manassas and Winchester for parents are no more, as now they can turn to Arena Sports to bring their kids to practice and train to get better. To learn more, go to their Facebook page at the Arena Sports and Event Center and check it out now. Wines Bookkeeping has specialized in a variety of business and tax services to help those in the local Front Royal community for over 50 years. They can take care of your business needs quickly and efficiently, including business tax preparation, personal tax preparation, and bookkeeping. They can handle the books for you and allow you to worry less and live more. Brody Michael was just a 14-year-old boy beginning his high school basketball career when he passed away back in 2020. Brody brought so much positivity and compassion to everyone in his life. He was non-judgmental, kind, caring, and always had a smile on his face. His impact was much larger than just the high school basketball court, as it spread throughout the entire community. In his memory, the Brody Michael Foundation was started to help continue the legacy Brody started. It not only gives back to the community, but also offers scholarships for student athletes as well. To donate to this wonderful foundation and continue Brody's legacy, please visit BrodyMichaelFoundation.com. The Front Royal Cardinals are sponsored by CNC Frozen Treats, Green to Ground, Wines Bookkeeping and Wines Family, Dominion Health, the Brody Michael Foundation, State Farm, the Logan Miatico Foundation, Los Caverns, Guard My Yard, National Media, On Q Sports Bar and Grill, and the American Legion. Thank you for sponsoring the Front Royal Cardinals. All right, bottom of the 5th here for the Cardinals. They have due up Brock Mercado, Eli Burwash, and Jaden Anderson. The heart of the order again here for Front Royal. What do you expect to see here out of the Cardinals?
I expect them to wake up the bats a little bit. You have to take advantage of the fact that you're at the heart of your lineup right now.
Do you think Clint Marsh gave his bats a little pep talk in that dugout in the break?
He should.
We're going to see what happens as that first pitch is in there for a strike. McGuire Aries back out for another inning of work as he's continued to look strong, getting 7 strikeouts to his name here to this point. Mercado tonight 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. Looking to change that one right here. That pitch in the dirt for a ball. It will be 1-1. Taking a look ahead here for the Cardinals and what they have coming up. This is the last game of their 5-day homestand as Aries pitches that one in. It's fouled off there by Mercado. Tomorrow they will be hitting the road to take on the Culpeper Cavaliers in a rematch as the Cardinals were able to take that one in a big win last time. Then they hit the road again to play the Newmarket Rebels as they won that one. Cardinals did 8-3 last time. So 2 big rematches for the Cardinals. Those are both on the road Thursday and Friday. That one is sent to the right field and not grabbed by the right fielder, Eichelberger. Mercado going to make his way to second, and he is out. The throw by Eichelberger to a call, and they got Mercado. A great throw and a great recovery. Mercado tried to get there, but could not. A rough base. It was a smart base run there by Mercado, but just a great throw there by Eichelberger.
That's just so unfortunate for the Cardinals because they finally got a hit, and they tried to get some extra bases on it too, but that is just a great play by Eichelberger.
And Clint Marsh is going to go talk to the umpire really fast. Talk to him about it. I don't think Clint Marsh really liked that call at all. He looked upset about it. He's talking to the field umpire right now about it. It was really close. I personally thought that Mercado was safe, but the umpire says out. I don't have as good of a view as the umpire does, so they can see better than I can. As they continue to talk, Clint Marsh trying to plead his case.
I thought it was a very close play. It could have gone either way, but I'm with you. I think he was under it.
Yeah, as Clint Marsh pleaded his case to no avail. Unfortunately, we don't have instant replay here to use. Otherwise, we would be trying to use it to try and plead our case. Take a look at what else the Cardinals have coming up. Tomorrow, on Saturday, they start another 5-day homestand as they will be facing off on Saturday against the Charlottesville Tom Sox. Sunday, they will have the Stanton Braves, both games starting at 7. They're off on Monday. The homestand then will continue on Tuesday with the Culpeper Cavaliers coming to town. First pitch there to Eli Burwash is upstairs. And then Wednesday, they will end, next Wednesday, a week from now, they will end the homestand against the Harrisburg Turks. So back-to-back 5-day homestands over the weekend pretty much for the Cardinals. Could be huge for their momentum of having the home crowd with them a lot. That's a big swing and miss there by Burwash. On this homestand, they're currently 2-1, losing to Strasburg, but then beating Charlottesville and then beating Covington yesterday. Looking to keep that momentum going, but Aries has been dealing. 1-1 the count here to Burwash with 1 out. Aries just missed on the upstairs curveball.
These hitters gotta continue to watch for that curveball. He's been getting batters all night with that thing.
You are absolutely on the nose. Whether the curveball goes upstairs and then dives into the zone or goes into the dirt. That one's a little chopper over to the shortstop Stewart. The throw to first is in there. Just bare as Horowitz was able to just keep a foot onto it and get the out on Burwash. Taking a look at the Cannon schedule. After today, tomorrow they are at home playing the Winchester Royals. Friday, they are at home again playing the Strasburg Express. Saturday, they're going to be hitting the road to play the Waynesboro Generals. And Sunday, they'll be on the road again playing the Winstock River Bandits. They have an off day Monday. Tuesday, they will be at home playing the Harrisburg Turks. And Wednesday, a week from now, they'll be playing the Culpeper Cavaliers on the road. As Jaden Anderson comes up to bat, check swing, said ball. Anderson tonight is 0 for 1. He got walked his last time up. And right now, Aries is continuing to look really good, continuing just to kind of cruise through the Cardinals lineup, making it look easy. Maybe I could go out there and pitch. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. You know, with how easy these pitchers make it to look with McGuire, Aries, and Carter Stanford just kind of dealing, do you think we could go out there and pitch?
Heck yeah.
All right, let's do it. Do you want to be the Cardinal or the Cannon? 1-2, the count knows that one just got in there for a strike. Here, what color do you like more, maroon or red?
I'm gonna stick with our Cardinal red.
All right, fine. You put me in a bad position because I don't know whether you want to be in the maroon. I want to be a Cardinal here, but I guess I'll be a Cannon here for a day. Just that, screw it. I'll be a Cardinal. And that one is just outside for a ball. 2-2, the count here with 2 outs.
In all seriousness, both of these pitchers have been putting on a show.
McGuire Aries currently with 7 strikeouts. Carter Stanford with 3, but both playing lights out. Make that 8 strikeouts as Anderson was not happy that he swung there. A 1-2-3 inning there. The Cardinals go up and down. Aries continues to look strong. We're going to continue to see Carter Stanford put on a clinic. McGuire Aries will probably continue to put on a clinic as well as we head to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back.
Your community, they do. It's the Royal Examiner. They bring you the local stories that matter, from town and county government updates to school board decisions. The Royal Examiner has got you covered, but there's more than just news. Ever wonder about the events happening in your backyard? They're on it. The Royal Examiner knows all about the concerts in the park, farmers markets, local charity runs, and art expeditions. If it's happening in your community, they're there. What's more, they love digging into the hearts of our community to share the intriguing stories that make us unique. So tune in, turn up, and take note. Your community is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and the Royal Examiner is your guide. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay local. The Royal Examiner, because local matters. Visit us online at royalexaminer.com.
Are you having electrical problems in your home or business and need to find the best electrician you can? Well, look no farther than Green to Ground, located right here in Front Royal, Virginia. They offer free estimates on projects and are focused on client satisfaction. Their electricians are ready to take on any and all of your electrical needs as they offer peace of mind, one circuit at a time. So just give them a call at 540-692-8412. Pitching change here for the Cardinals. Now pitching for them is going to be Bryce Fisher, number 15. He is a lefty from out of Kings Mountain, North Carolina, and goes to the University of North Carolina, Asheville, and is a junior. This is his second season with the Cardinals. In his first season, he went 2-4. This season, he's 1-0 right now with a 2.57 ERA. Played in 2 games. He started 1 of those games. He has pitched for 7 innings, gotten 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 3 hits. So he is a second-year Cardinal. Carter Stanford's final stats for the game. He went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, got 3 strikeouts, 2 names, and gave out no runs. As now they hand the reins over to Bryce Fisher, who has been pitching great so far to start this year. What do you think about the pitching change here called by Clint Marsh?
You know, I think it was a great showing from Stanford. Interesting switch because he still seemed pretty fresh. But, I mean, I'm excited to see what Bryce Fisher can bring to the table.
I think it was I do agree with you that could be an interesting call, but when you look at where they are in the order right now, I mean, they have the heart of the order, 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Akal, Guida, and Bryant. You do not want Stanford to get jumped by one of them, as Akal is up to bat here first. So I think it may have been the right call to maybe bring in a new guy, but I do agree that Stanford was absolutely dealing to this point. Next pitch in there for Fisher is also a strike, 0-2. Justin Akal tonight, 0 for 0 with 2 walks to this point. He would have scored if it wasn't for the runner interference at second base in the first inning. Here in the top of the 6th. That one's just off the plate, could not get the breaking ball. Bryce Fisher also brought his younger brother here with him in Peyton Fisher. Peyton is a year younger than him and currently goes to High Point University. He has no wins, no losses, and a 6.0 ERA. That one fouled back over the roof. Peyton Fisher's been in 3 games, played for 3 innings, gotten 5 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 4 hits. So we've seen Peyton and we've seen Bryce. As Bryce is currently out there, the older of the Fisher brothers, who goes to UNC Asheville. 1-2. The pitch in the dirt got behind Mercado. 2-2 now the count. With no outs, no runners on right now. After a call, it's going to be Ryan Guida, and then after him, it will be Chase Bryant. So 2, 3, and 4 here for the Cannons. A big chance to maybe get some runs in. That one sent into left field. Capozzi trying to track it, couldn't get it. It bounces off the wall, and Akal is going to make it in successfully to second with a double. A big time to get a double here with now. As he will be the lone runner here for Guida, and I've been talking about it a lot. Me and Will both mentioned Guida, the second best here in the VBL, has a runner in scoring position. Big chance for Guida to really do some damage. Guida been batting .500 to this point tonight. He is 0 for 1. No, excuse me, 1 for 1. He got a single, and then his second time up to bat, he got out because of a fielder's choice. So they got the force out at second. Guida really a chance to show what he can do here. As he connects, but that one's going foul.
After having a first batter double from Fisher, he's really got to settle down going into this part of the lineup.
Yeah, with Guida up, Chase Bryant right after him, and then it's Keegan Knutson after him. So the heart of the order here up for the Cans. A great spot to try and jump on a new pitcher. They could have had Stanford, who has been dealing, but it looked like Stanford could have maybe reached a pitch count. That one in for a strike, 0-2. I think just getting an out here for Fisher could be huge just to really help settle down, especially getting a guy like Guida out. Could be really huge for confidence, just like you mentioned, getting settled down. He checks up on Akal, checks again on Akal, and that one is just missed. I thought that was a strike. That throw over to Fisher back from Mercado got away from him, but no one advances.
Once again, I think it's very interesting that the runner on second base is not being held. Especially because he's taking a humongous lead.
You have Cologne kind of there for if they want to go after him, but I don't know Akal's speed, but he might not be super fast. That one in the dirt, Mercado on it right away, not allowing Akal to go really anywhere. This game's been 1-0 for a very long time now. Yet to really see any scoring since the first inning. Cardinals have held on to the single run. You said it would be that this game would be a high-scoring game. It really hasn't been. It's been extremely low-scoring, only 1 run. And that one is sent high into right field. Cologne and Sophie both tracking it. Sophie has it. And it looked like Akal was going to try and tag up, but unsuccessful. Sophie has it, and Guida goes down for the first out of the inning. It looked like for a second that Sophie and Cologne were going to run into each other, but Sophie called him off.
For the first 5 innings, my prediction has looked poor, to say the least.
Oh, absolutely.
Pitchers for both teams have looked spectacular.
I hate to say this, but you were dead wrong. You were dead wrong. You said it would be a high-scoring game. You told me it would be like 6-8, whatever. It's 1-0 in the 6th inning. We've seen 1 run. A lot of hits from the Cardinals. Cannons starting to come alive at the plate, but not a lot to show. And I was kind of expecting a lot of runs from both sides as well. I could not have predicted a 1-0 game here in the 6th inning. Want to know the count here.
It's not my proudest moment, but I'm glad to be seeing a pitcher's duel right now. This is a very exciting game to watch.
We've had a lot of pitcher's duels here at Bing Crosby Stadium as Bryce Fisher's coming in for relief for Carter Stanford. He's 1 out, 1-0 count. Big swing and a miss there by Chase Bryant. Bryant from Southeastern University, a senior, originally from Snellville, Georgia. Bryant tonight is 1 for 2. He got on to first on his first time up, and then got those forced out at second, and then he flew out his second time up. 1-1 the count here as Fisher checks up on Akal again. The pitch, big swing and a miss there by Bryant again, 1-2. With 1 out, Akal still over at second. Keegan Knutson currently on the on-deck circle, going 0 for 1 right now. Coming to you from Bing Crosby Stadium here in Front Royal, Virginia. The pitch from Fisher sent down the right field line, but going foul. Looks like it went into the Purcellville bullpen.
Yeah, with a 1-2 count here, Fisher controls the count. I mean, he can really do whatever he feels like doing here.
I think he might try and see if Bryant's going to bite on some off speed here. Try and maybe throw a slider or a curveball in the dirt. Maybe go throw a curve upstairs. That was really working for Aries. Fisher checks on Akal again. And that one upstairs. 2-2 with 1 out right now. Fisher looking to get that second out here. Really just try and get through the heart of the Cannons order, which is so dangerous. And you cannot forget about Eichelberger and Horowitz looming in the bottom of the order there for the Cannons. Really makes it even more dangerous with those two later. Pitch here from Fisher. That one sent up and foul again. Still remains at a 2-2 count here with 1 out. Bryant and Fisher are in a very tough duel right now. Bryant trying to find the right pitch. Fisher just trying to get him out. Fisher continues to check him on Akal, knowing that he has the speed, and that is fouled off down the left field side. We stay at 2-2. I'm getting kind of signing 2-2 for this bat out.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a long at-bat. Very good at-bat for both pitcher and batter.
Fisher and Bryant are going at it. We're really curious to see who's going to win this duel. 2-2 still the count with 1 out right now. Fisher looking to get the out right here. Checks up on Akal again. And that one is sent high into left field in foul territory and drops in the dirt. Capozzi not able to get there. And we're staying at 2-2 as Bryant fouls off another one. It continues to just foul them off again and again and again. He's going to continue to foul off balls. I'm going to take a look at what's happening around the rest of the Valley League. The Generals have made kind of a comeback on the Tom Sox. It's now 5-4 in the bottom of the 4th there in favor of the Tom Sox still. The Royals are way ahead of the Woodstock River Bandits right now, 13-0 in the top of the 5th. The Lumberjacks and the Braves are in a very tight battle with Covington ahead 6-5 in the bottom of the 4th. The Express are way ahead of the Rebels right now, 8-1 in the top of the 3rd. And the Cavaliers and Turks are in a tight battle. That one outside for a ball as the count will go full. The Cavaliers currently are behind the Turks 3-4 in the bottom of the 3rd. And, of course, we remain at 1-0 here in Bing Crosby Stadium in Front Royal. Huge pitch here for Bryce Fisher here on Chase Bryant to see who will win this duel. This has been a battle between both sides. I believe this might be like the 10th or 11th pitch it has to be at this point between these two. Bryant really trying to fight this one. Fisher double checks up on Akal, and time called there as Fisher was about to go throwing that pitch, and it looked like Bryant called timeout just to try and settle down really fast. This could be a huge pitch for Fisher here just to get the second out, facing Knudsen with 2 outs. Do not want to get runners on first and second, and that one is sent sky-high foul, and it hits the stands. Nothing there, and I really should have counted pitches here because this has to be like 11 or 12 at this point.
I think Fisher is just ready to get out of this at bat. This is a very important at bat, and it's lasted a long time now.
I'm going to go with that was the 11th pitch in this at-bat. This has just been a crazy at-bat. 3-2 right now with 1 out. Bryant has been fighting so hard, waiting for the pitch that he wants. Call remains over at second. And that one is in the dirt, and Bryant wins that duel. What a duel that was, as he will take the walk to first. Did not bite on the off-speed.
What an at-bat right there. If you're Fisher, I mean, you do want to finish that batter.
Now Keegan Knudsen's going to come up. So we're going to have a quick meeting here between Mercado and Fisher as they're trying to talk over what exactly they want to be doing here. Trying to maybe just settle Fisher down. There is a double play opportunity kind of right now. They can get the out at second. They can get the 6-4-3 double play. But that might be very tricky to do. As now it's going to be Keegan Knudsen. He is 0 for 1 tonight with runners on first and second and 1 out. A big inning here for the Cannons of what could possibly become. But then Brenton in the on-deck circle. Big swing and a miss there by Knudsen to start things off.
It's a great pitch there by Fisher. Hopefully it just gets him more locked in and more calm, cool, collected.
What Fisher does not want to do in this inning is get to Eichelberger and Horowitz because those two, they said 7 and 8, and that could spell trouble for him. That one's a little chopper that Colon is going to be able to collect. The throw over to first. He got it over at second. Could not get the out at first, but got the out at second. So Bryant gets caught by Knudsen, able to get to first on a fielder's choice, and Call will successfully advance to third. And now we'll have 2 outs here for Brenton.
That's a big out there. Even though they couldn't turn 2 like they had hoped for, just getting an out there limits so much of what they can do on offense. Absolutely.
Now with runners on the corners, 2 outs. Mickey Brenton up now to bat. Brenton tonight is 0 for 2. Cannons have a chance to strike and maybe try and tie this game up right here with now Eichelberger in the on-deck circle. And that one is in there for a strike. We have Call over at third, 90 feet away from tying this game. Knudsen currently over at first as he got on to first thanks to the fielder's choice. Cologne could have thrown it to first, but instead chose wisely and got Bryant out at second and just couldn't get it a rough in time. It's a tough play for him. As the runner goes, that was Bryant trying to make the run, but it is fouled off by Brenton as we will go 0-2. After that long duel, Fisher definitely has to be exhausted. That was a long duel that he had with Bryant.
Really a long inning overall for Fisher. He just wants to get out of this inning.
Yeah, get some rest. With trouble looming in on-deck circle right now, and Eichelberger do not want to face him right now with runners on base, knowing that he can get the RBIs. The pitch here from Fisher. Big swing and a miss, and the Cardinals love to see that. Fisher gets out of the inning, giving up two hits, but nothing came in as both runners are stranded. As the score remains, the Cardinals 1, the Cannons 0. We will be right back.
Sweet treats in Front Royal. Look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today. The local Front Royal State Farm agent is Ellen Adders, and she can be reached at 540-635-3336. State Farm is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. In 1968, the Concern Hotline was created to combat the high suicide rate in Winchester, as it was double the national average at the time.
Their mission is to help those in a time of need and create a welcoming community for these people. Concerned Hotline relies on donations and volunteers to be able to continue their operation at the scale they are. So far, they have served over 200,000 just in the Winchester and Front Royal areas alone. If you are interested in volunteering for this fantastic organization or want to donate, please visit concernhotline.org. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning right now. While we have a chance here, we're going to take a second and just look at who's pitching tomorrow for both sides. Tomorrow for the Cardinals is going to be P.J. Craig making his Valley League debut tomorrow. He came late because he was with Rider University in the regional round. He is a sophomore from Barnegat, New Jersey, making his debut tomorrow. As for the Cannons tomorrow, they will be throwing in Mauricio Rodriguez. He is a junior from Rice University, originally from Revere, Massachusetts. For Rodriguez this year is 0-0. With not giving up a run yet. He's played in 3 games, started 1. Got a save, pitched for 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 4 hits. Those will be the 2 pitchers tomorrow. As due up for the Cardinals, it's going to be Daniel Stevens, Nick Capozzi, and Carter Ruff. We start off with Capozzi right here. Excuse me, not Capozzi, Stevens, who is 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch in there for a strike. As McGuire Aries is back out for a 6th inning of work. What do you think of the decision by Brett Fuller to leave Aries out there?
I think it actually is a good decision because of that very long inning. For the Cardinals. It allowed Aries to get some rest and kind of compose himself. And he's now coming out here. He started out this inning looking pretty good.
All right, 1-1 the count here on Stevens. The Cardinals, they need to get their bats rolling. They've gotten the bats rolling, but they've really struggled to get runs in. They've stranded a ton of batters. It's 2-1 right now. As that pitch, according to the umpire, was just barely outside. They've stranded a total of 6 batters so far. That one's in there for a strike. It'll go to a 2-2 count here on Stevens, who's been batting .259 so far this year. The second best bat in the lineup tonight, according to batting average.
I've said it a lot, and I'll say it again. Aries is utilizing that curveball, and the Cardinals have no answer to it.
And he did it right there. Got Stevens looking, and that'll be strikeout number 9 for Aries tonight. 1 away from getting 10 is now Nick Capozzi's going to come up. Capozzi is 1 for 2 with a single in the second, but got stranded there. One of the many stranded runners of the Cardinals tonight. That's been kind of the name of the game for the Cardinals is they get the hits, but they just cannot get the runs in. With this Cannons offense that could explode at any moment, they need more runs right now because 1 just might not be enough right now. So that first pitch was in there for a strike. 0-1 the count right now, excuse me, not 1-0. Next pitch is just outside. So with some more Cardinals games coming up, we do have some more promotions coming up as well. June 17th, this Saturday, when we play the Charlottesville Tom Sox, that game will be sponsored by the Wines Bookkeeping and Wines Family, as that will be their night. That one is sent up into right field and grabbed by Eichelberger for the second out of the inning as Capozzi goes down, bringing up Ruff, who's 2 for 2 tonight. June 18th, we'll bring in the United Methodist Church here, at Front Royal, and that will be a great environment there. And June 21st is brought to you by Fox's Pizza. And since Wines Bookkeeping and Fox Pizza are both some of our sponsors, they bought tickets for those games, and those can be picked up at the Front Royal Visitor Center. So if you want a free ticket to a Front Royal Cardinals game, go to the Front Royal Visitor Center. You can get a free ticket for either June 17th against the Charlottesville Tom Sox or June 21st against the Harrisburg Turks. That first pitch there from Aries almost hit Carter Ruff's head. He had to duck. That was kind of scary there. And also, starting next Monday, June 19th, starts our summer camps. Fundamentals camp starts next Monday. It's not too late to sign up yet. It runs June 19th through the 22nd. A great opportunity for the players to come, for young players to come out, learn some new skills, and learn from collegiate level players. Get some collegiate level teaching from them. That camp runs from June 19th through the 22nd, from 9:30 to 12:30 each day. Make sure you go to Fundamentals camp or Pitchers and Catchers camp the following week. Both will be a ton of fun. 1-1 the count here on Ruff. With 2 outs. Aries has been cooking here through the 6th inning, as that one is just outside.
Once again, Aries has been pairing that nasty curveball with some heat as well, and it's just continuing to stump the Cardinal batters.
Yeah, but the question is, how much more does Aries have in the tank? Because that one is outside on a slider, 3-1. How much more do you think McGuire Aries has in the tank?
I mean, I think he has a little bit. Luckily he's gotten out of innings quick, so I think this may be his last half inning.
3-1 the count. Aries, the payoff pitch, outside ball for Ruff. On base again. He will take the walk and bring up Zach Sophie, who was 1 for 2 tonight with a single his last time up.
If you're the Cardinals, that was big right there. That he just allowed a walk. You need to capitalize off of this.
Yeah, but the question is, can they? With Sophie batting right now, and then Devin Cologne in the on-deck circle, is now Brett Fuller. Looks like he's coming out to come talk to his guys really fast. Yeah, that's not actually Brett Fuller. That's Matt Copley, the pitching coach. Oh, no, that is Brett Fuller. They gave me the wrong picture of Brett Fuller. It didn't look like him. That's the end of the game there for McGuire Aries. A great outing from McGuire Aries, getting 9 strikeouts. They do not want him against Zach Sophie. We're going to take a step away. Maybe we come back. We'll have the final stats for McGuire Aries and the new pitcher for the Purcellville Cannons. We will be right back.
Image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services.
Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Pitching change here made by the Purcellville Cannons. Now pitching is going to be Will, a.k.a. Poopy Ricketts. Why he's called Poopy, I have no idea. The Cannons they have Bear and they have Poopy. Ricketts is from Frostburg State University. He's a junior originally from Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. So far this season with the Cannons, he is 1-0. His ERA right now of 4.32. He's played in 5 games, pitched for 8 in the third inning, gotten 2 strikeouts, given up 3 walks, but given up 13 hits. The final stats of McGuire Aries. He went for 6 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, only gave up 1 walk, got 9 strikeouts, gave up 1 run. What do you think of the change there, bringing in Ricketts and taking out Aries?
I think it's interesting because he's a left-handed pitcher and he's going against a left-handed hitter. I'm also interested because Ricketts is a sidearm pitcher. I'm interested to see what he can do, and I'm fascinated to see what the Cardinal hitters can do against that, how they respond.
As that first pitch is in for a ball, up to bat right now is Zach Sophie. Carter Ruff still over at first with 2 outs right now. And he's going to let that one go outside for a ball 2. So Aries, he was wheeling and dealing his way through the Cardinals lineup, and his night is now over. We'll have to see how this change for Brett Fuller and the Cannons pays off with a 2-0 count here. That one in the dirt, 3-0 now.
Cardinals need to take advantage of the fact that 3-0 count and they have a runner on first. They need to capitalize here.
The lone win for Ricketts so far this season came when they beat the Braves 4-3 on June 9th, so not too long ago. That pitch outside, called strike though. A little bit outside, but called strike. May have curved right back in last second. Good framing there by Torres. 3-1 with 2 outs. Ruff remains over at first here with Colon in the on-deck circle here for the Cardinals. The pitch by Ricketts is in the dirt, ball 4. Sophie will take the walk over to first base. Back-to-back walks given up by the Cannons. Ruff will make his way over to second, and that'll bring up Devin Colon, who's 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts.
This is a 2-out rally the Cardinals have been waiting for.
And
Like, I know that they're at the bottom of their lineup, but this is what they've been waiting for. They need to respond.
And now that you just called it a 2-out rally, now we're going to get out right here. We don't. The announcer jinx is real. I've been saying that all year.
Knock on wood.
We don't have wood. That is technically wood, I guess. 1-0 the count here to Devin Colon with now Blazo Saban in the on-deck circle. I really just need like a 2x4 behind me so that way whenever we accidentally jinx something, we could just knock on wood really fast. But you are right that like the windowsill is technically wood. So 1-0. That pitch is grabbed right there by Knutson. It was a line drive right at him, and that will end the inning. Cardinals strand 2 more runners as the pitching change seemed to have worked. As we head now to the 7th inning, almost time to stretch out. The score still is the Cardinals 1, the Cannons 0. Center. They strive to provide the best gym experience for everyone. They have a ton of different opportunities, including weight training, yoga, racquetball, an indoor pool, pickleball, and so much more. Membership starts at only $25 a month. They also have an open gym every Tuesday and Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. You can also receive a free 3-day guest pass to see what all the hype is about or pay a $3 entry fee. So come on down to Dominion Health and Fitness Center and enjoy the best gym in Front Royal. At the Rotary Club of Front Royal and Warren County, they focus on providing humanitarian service and help build goodwill and peace in the world. Right now, they are focusing on putting an end to polio and making the vaccine available to everyone in Front Royal and Warren County. To learn how to support the Rotary Club of Front Royal or to donate, visit frontroyalrotary.org. Donate today to help put an end to polio. Logan Miatico was a member of the volunteer fire department and was an aspiring firefighter until his unexpected passing in 2021. He had a contagious smile and a vivacious laughter. To remember that legacy Logan left behind, the Logan Miatico Foundation was established. The Miatico Foundation has established a scholarship fund for student athletes, created a memorial in Logan's name at his high school, Skyline High School, and continues to spread Logan's love and kindness throughout the community. You can go to the Logan Miatico Facebook page to learn more, and remember to hashtag #LiveLikeLogan.
Now batting for the Cannons, number 22, Joseph Ackelberger.
Here comes Joseph Ackelberger, the big bat of the Purcellville Cannons. He's an RBI machine as that first pitch from Fisher is in there for a strike as Bryce Fisher is back out for a 2nd inning of work. Really had a battle through Brian, but was able to get through him. So now he faces off against Eichelberger. That next one is fouled off. It'll quickly be 0-2 here on Eichelberger.
Yeah, Bryce Fisher, he has to get back in the groove. Seemed like last inning he looked a little out of sorts, and I hope to see him back into things this inning.
That pitch is just off, bit too high. 1-2 now the count with Horowitz, a.k.a. Bear, in the on-deck circle. So we have Poopy pitching. We have Horowitz playing first right now. I don't know. That one fouled back, coming for our heads. Every game, at least one foul ball is coming for our heads. I really don't appreciate this anymore. This is getting annoying, y'all.
It keeps us on our toes.
You know, you say that, but yet we still have the net.
True.
That's a big swing and a miss there by Eichelberger. 2nd strikeout for Fisher on the night. 1st out of this 7th inning.
That's a great pitch by Fisher. A great at-bat from him, too. I'm hoping that gets him back into the groove of things as he really battles 2 good batters coming up.
Yes, Bear Horowitz comes up. During this at-bat, the Front Royal Cardinals are sponsored by Fox's Pizza, Knights of Columbus, Arena Sports, the Rotary Club of Front Royal, the Rotary Club of Warren County, Crystal Klein for Sheriff, Concern Hotline, Tina Tolliver Studios, Petty Betty Treats, Veterans of Foreign War Front Royal, and Sunstoppers. Thank you for sponsoring the Front Royal Cardinals. As that first pitch from Fisher is in there for a strike. Next one is sent a mile high into right field. Sophie tracking it, and it is gone.
And solo home run.
Horowitz just tied the game up right there. Horowitz with a massive shot, and that shot just tied this one up at 1. Horowitz, he has a big bat. He had 2 home runs. He's now at 3, tied with Thomas Sanchez and Jaden Anderson in the leaderboard. We've been talking about it all night. Those 2 bats later in the lineup of Eichelberger and Horowitz finally strikes, and the Cannons are on the board.
It was a good pitch by Fisher on the outside corner, but, man, he got a hold of it, and it was just an opposite field bomb.
Absolutely. It went deep into right field, just over the netting and out of here. Now Jose Torres is up. He'll take a quickly behind 0-2. Excuse me, now it's 0-2. I don't know why the scoreboard here says it's already a strikeout, but it's 0-2 right now with 1 out, as the Cannons have tied it up at 1, and that one just missed for a ball. That was
a very good pitch to throw on an 0-2 count. I really thought the hitter was going to go for it.
As it's 1-2. That's a massive swing and a miss by Torres. He really reached for that one. Second strikeout of the inning there for Fisher in the second out of the inning.
I keep talking about getting ahead in the count and why pitchers should make an effort to do that. That right there is an example. He got ahead in the count and threw some junk, and the hitter swung for it.
1-0 the count as that pitch just missed. I believe that one was low. That home run, it's been so close the entire game. We had a feeling that the Cannons were going to break through sooner or later, and Horowitz just absolutely crushed that ball down into right field. Next pitch in there for another ball. 3-0 now. Fisher way behind in the count here against Stewart in his 4th time up with a call in the on-deck circle. The pitcher from Fisher is gonna give him the walk. That one was close, but a 4-pitch walk given. I thought that was gonna be called strike, but no. And Stewart will take the walk over to first with now a call coming up to bat again. A call tonight is 1 for 1 with a double, and he's been walked twice. So A call has gotten on base every time he has been up with then Guida in the on deck circle. A dangerous spot here for Bryce Fisher right now.
Yeah, if you're Bryce Fisher, you just need to stay composed here. I keep talking about it, but when you're at the meat of the lineup, like he is right now, you just cannot allow yourself to get frustrated and uptight.
0-1 the count here from Fisher with 2 outs. You have Stewart over at first. The pitch is in there for a strike. Good framing there by Mercado, making an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Would love to be able to get out of this inning without having to face Guida, who is in the on-deck circle right now. Big bat here for the Cannons. Fisher couldn't get a throw over to second. Is in there in time. Stewart gets caught stealing second, and that will end the inning. A great throw there by Mercado, but Horowitz does the damage as now we are tied at 1. Great time to stretch, though. It's been a very low-scoring game, unlike our predictions. It's 1-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th.
They do. It's the Royal Examiner. They bring you the local stories that matter, from town and county government updates to school board decisions. The Royal Examiner has got you covered. But there's more than just news. Ever wonder about the events happening in your backyard? They're on it. The Royal Examiner knows all about the concerts in the park, farmers markets, local charity runs, and art expeditions. If it's happening in your community, they're there. What's more, they love digging into the hearts of our community to share the intriguing stories that make us unique. So tune in, turn up, and take note. Your community is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and the Royal Examiner is your guide. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay local. The Royal Examiner, because local matters. Visit us online at royalexaminer.com.
Are you having electrical problems in your home or business and need to find the best electrician you can? Well, look no farther than Green to Ground, located right here in Front Royal, Virginia. They offer free estimates on projects and are focused on client satisfaction. Their electricians are ready to take on any and all of your electrical needs as they offer peace of mind, one circuit at a time. So just give them a call at 540-692-8412. All right, welcome back. The Cannons have made another pitching change. Now pitching for them is going to be number 7, Isaac Kopalchik. He is from Elgin Community College, originally from St. Charles, Illinois, and is a junior. The final stats on Poopy Ricketts, again, that's his nickname, I swear. He pitched for 1/3 of an inning, gave up a walk, and that is it. Everything else, no hits, no strikeouts, and no runs, and no hit batters. As Kopalchik will come up to try and keep this game at 1-1 here for the Cannons. What do you think about the pitching change? Because Ricketts looked kind of solid, but he was also a submarine pitcher.
I am actually very interested in this change. Not because of him being a submarine pitcher, but because he only pitched, I think, 2/3 of an inning.
Only 1/3 of an inning. Only saw 2 batters.
Like that's crazy that you're pulling a pitcher after 1/3 of an inning when they didn't even allow a run.
They may have wanted Ricketts just to face off against Sophie and then just let him get Colon. He got the out on Colon. As now we're going to the 7th with Osabin, Mercado, and Burwash all due up. The top of the lineup here for the Cardinals. First pitch is off the plate and outside for a ball, 1-0. So what do you think these Cardinals bats have to do to really try and break through now that it's a tie game?
I'm not quite sure what they have. They just have to make some adjustments. You got a new pitcher in here, so.
That one got away as it hit the dirt, but 2-0 count. No burners on right now here for Osabin.
You got a new pitcher, so swing at strikes, and just try to just put the ball in play. That's what the top of the lineup really needs to try to do.
Kopalchik's stats this season, he's 0-1 right now with a 4.5 ERA as that pitch is in the dirt again. He's played in 2 games this season and started 1. He has a save to his name. He's pitched for 4 innings, giving up 6 strikeouts, 4 balls, and 6 hits. He got the loss against the Woodstock River Bandits on June 4th and then was able to get the save against the Stanton Braves. So each game he's gotten something in there. As that is in there for a strike, low and in the corner, now going to 3-1.
At a 3-1 count, just you got to be careful if you're Osabin here. Just do not swing at anything funky.
And that one almost hit him, but it's upstairs and away. Osabin will gladly take the walk over to first. And the leadoff runner is aboard on Osabin. We have talked about it a lot. Osabin has a ton of speed on him. So a big chance here for the Cardinals with Osabin on quickly. As Mercado comes up to bat, he is 0 for 3 tonight.
I mean, if this is a time for the Cardinals to turn up, it is right now. You're at the top of your lineup, 0 outs, and you have a base runner.
The pitch here, almost hit Mercado. Kopalchik kind of all over the place right now, 1-0. Almost hit Osabin in the head, almost hit their Mercado in the knee. With Osabin hanging out over at first right now. 1-0 the count here to Mercado, no outs. Kopalchik kicks and deals with Osabin running, and that one is fouled off by Mercado. I think Osabin would have made it in time as well if Mercado didn't foul that one off, but he did, so we'll go to 1-1 with Burwash right now in the on-deck circle.
I like the aggressive play to potentially have Osabin steal base and take second, because after that, you only need a base hit to score him.
I mean, Osabin, he has stolen 3 bases so far this season. And that one is lined down the first base line and fair. Just past first base. Osabin heading over to third, and he's going to be held there. Mercado over at first. Runners on the corners. Smart play there by Marsh over at third to tell Osabin to hold up, threw up the stop sign.
A very smart play. You cannot afford to get over aggressive and give the Cannons an out.
Absolutely. No reason to right now with no outs. Now, O'Sabin over at third, Mercado at first, and Eli Burwash up as Burwash is 1 for 3 tonight with a double in the first inning. Kapalchik kind of struggling here in his outing here, in his third appearance here tonight. Needs to get something going here on Burwash. First pitch on Burwash outside, 1-0. With now Jaden Anderson in the on-deck circle. The dangerous part is now Kapalchik starting to go into the dangerous part of the Cardinals order with Anderson in the on-deck circle, and Stevens and Capozzi right behind him. Stevens and Capozzi are very kind of under-the-radar bats. And that one in the dirt. Torres on it, though.
If you're Burwash here, you just need to get the ball in play. You just need to.
Well,
any ball out to the outfield most likely will get O'Sabin home.
Absolutely. You need to hit it deep. And O'Sabin has the speed to where even a shallower hit could probably do it. 2-0 here, but the way Kapalchik's been pitching, just wait for a right pitch because he's been throwing a lot of balls here. 2-0 the counter here for Kapalchik up Burwash, and that one's again in the dirt. Torres had to smother it. 3-0. Kapalchik really struggling here so far.
I agree. If I'm Burwash here, I would not swing at a pitch until it is a strike.
Well, 3-0 right now here for Burwash. A ball away from loading up the bases here for Jaden Anderson. The pitcher from Kapalchik in the dirt, and Burwash going to take the walk over to first. Mercado will head over to second, and Jaden Anderson. This is a huge spot for him. We've seen this before. We saw this against the Tom Sox. They loaded the bases up for Jaden Anderson, and he crushed a ball into left field for a grand slam.
If you're the Cardinals, this is what you want right here. You want 0 outs. You want the bases loaded, and you want Jaden Anderson at the plate.
And it looks like Brett Fuller's going to come out and make a pitching change as Kapalchik has really struggled here tonight. Not the outing I think he was looking for at all. Let's see what's going to happen here. Or are they just going to try and settle him down? Do you think that we're going to see the end of Kapalchik right there? Or do you think we're going to let him face off against Anderson?
I'm not sure. I think they're going to let him face off against Anderson. They can't afford to use another pitcher without even getting 1 out.
Yeah, we can't see the Cannons bullpen because of their locker room, so we can't see if there's any action happening right now in that bullpen as the meeting's continuing to happen. To give you an idea of where we are, O'Sabin's over at third, Mercado's at second, Burwash is at first. O'Sabin got walked and then over to first, and then Mercado hit a single that went right down the right field line, just past the first baseman Horowitz, and that allowed O'Sabin to get to third. Mercado stopped at first, and then Burwash got walked, which allowed Mercado to second, Burwash to first. Now for Jaden Anderson to come on up, and they're going to leave Kapalchik in. You were right. Kapalchik is going to say, and I personally thought he was going to go out, but you were right on that one.
Huh, I'm right on a prediction. Wow. It does not surprise me that they kept Kapalchik in the game because, like I said, I get that the bases are loaded, but you cannot afford to use a relief pitcher and him not even getting out.
All right, here we go. Jaden Anderson, bases loaded with no outs, going up against Kapalchik. First one way out inside for a ball. 1-0 right now. Isaac Kapalchik does not want to walk Anderson. In the on-deck circle is right now Daniel Stevens. Stevens tonight is 1 for 3. Anderson tonight also 1 for 3.
Kapalchik's got to be careful where he places this pitch to Anderson. One miscalculation from Kapalchik, and Anderson can hit the ball across the street.
He absolutely could. He could hit to Little League fields behind our outfield. 2-0 right now here to Anderson with no outs. Bases still loaded. Kapalchik could not find the strike zone right now at all, really. 2-0 as he deals another ball in the dirt. It looks like he's been missing on his fastballs, and just no one's biting on the off-speed stuff either.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Kapalchik right now. It kind of looks like he's just scared to throw it over the plate. I'm not quite sure.
As that pitch to Anderson is in the dirt, and it's a 4-pitch walk, and O'Sabin will come in to score. Everyone advances. Mercado to third, Burwash to second, Anderson over to first, and just like that, the Cardinals take the lead. It is now 2-1 Front Royal. As now I think that will spell the end for Kapalchik, as here comes Brett Fuller for real this time. And now that will end Kapalchik's time here. He gave up Oh, he gave up a walk, a single, then walked. He gave up 3 walks and allowed a run to score, and that will end Isaac Kopalchik's outing with no outs. A very rough outing. We're going to take a step away, and when we come back, we'll have the stats for Kopalchik and the new pitcher, for the Cannons as the Cardinals take the lead 2-1. Sweet treats in Front Royal. Look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today. The local Front Royal State Farm agent is Ellen Adders, and she can be reached at 540-635-3336. State Farm is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. In 1968, the Concerned Hotline was created to combat the high suicide rate in Winchester, as it was double the national average at the time. Their mission is to help those in a time of need and create a welcoming community for these people. Concerned Hotline relies on donations and volunteers to be able to continue their operation at the scale they are. So far, they have served over 200,000 just in the Winchester and Front Royal areas alone. If you are interested in volunteering for this fantastic organization or want to donate, please visit concernedhotline.org. All right, now into pitch here for the Purcellville Cannons is going to be Jabari Smith. He is a junior, no school at the moment. He's originally from Herndon, Virginia, so not far away. This is his 3rd year actually with the Cannons. He was here in 2021, 2022, and now here in 2023. This season he is 2-0 so far with a 6.23 ERA through 4 games. He's pitched 8 2/3 innings, gotten 3 strikeouts, given up 5 walks, and given up 10 hits. The final stats on Isaac Kopalchik, not pretty. He didn't even get an out, so no innings actually pitched. Gave up 1 hit, gave up 3 walks, no strikeouts, gave up 1 run so far. He is, however, responsible for all of the base runners right now. He's responsible for all 3 of them. Let's give you an idea of where we are right now. Mercado's currently at 3rd. He got on to first base with a single. And then Burwash walked and Anderson walked, allowing O'Saban to score to make it 2-1 now. Now with Daniel Stevens coming up to bat. Hopefully, Jabari Smith can kind of stop the bleeding with bases loaded, no outs. Big spot for Daniel Stevens now with Nick Capozzi in the on-deck circle here. Cardinals with a huge opportunity to really open this game up. The first pitch here from Jabari Smith is upstairs, called ball. Stevens was gonna swing at it, but held off instead.
Seems like the Cannons are sort of in desperation mode here with 3 base runners and no outs. I mean, I like the left-handed pitcher on right-handed batter matchup, but I mean they're kind of having to play pitcher roulette at this point because of just the lack of productivity.
Yeah, you hit it as that one is fouled off by Stevens for a 1-2 count. Kopalchik really struggled as Ricketts, he looked strong. They took him out, I think, just because they didn't want to really use their submarino line, and they probably brought him in for the lefty-lefty matchup. Kopalchik struggled a lot, and now they have Jabari Smith in to try and stop the bleeding here with a 1-2 count here on Daniel Stevens. Stevens, check, swing, did not go. They're going to say 2-2 now the count. As that one hit the dirt, he was able to hold off.
Yeah, I don't agree with the Cannons' decision to pull Ricketts. I understand that he did have a walk batter, but he did not look terrible. And once they put in Kopalchik, it just kind of all went downhill.
As that one's a little chopper over the third baseman, grabbed. The throw to first is in there in time. However, a run does score in Mercado getting there in time. Burwash will get over to third. Anderson over to second. And Stevens will go down right there. They tried to turn the double play, but could not, as the Cardinals now make it 3-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. What a good inning here if you're Front Royal. As Nick Capozzi comes
duel
up.
like this, I mean, you can afford to get a ground out RBI. It's all that really matters is you getting the run in.
Absolutely. You hit it right in the nose. They got the run in as that's an 0-1 count now for Capozzi. Capozzi is 1 for 3 tonight with a single. They now have they have Burwash over at third. Anderson's hanging out at second. We know Anderson has wheels, so a hit into the outfield could really do it, as that one was bobbled. Didn't even make the plate there from Smith. 1-1 now.
He's now had 2 or 3 of those pitches that have kind of just bounced to the plate. Not really sure what I'm seeing there.
We know the Cannons bats are strong pitching, strong outing there from errors, but really Polishek struggled. Ricketts looked good. Smith has looked decent so far, getting the first out. 2-1 now the count. As that one in the dirt again. A walk won't score a run for the Cardinals, but it will load the bases back up for Carter Ruff, who has been on fire today. Ruff going 2 for 2 with a walk. 2-1 the count here. And that one's a little chopper over to the shortstop. Stewart, the throw home. Got him. They got Burwash at home. No run scores, and there will now be 2 outs. Interesting decision to try and score from there, and he gets caught up there. Capozzi able to successfully make it over to first, and Anderson will stay at second. What do you think of the decision to let Burwash run home to try and score?
I actually don't mind it as much. I mean, I know it's a 3-1 ball game, but I mean they could be aggressive there. Yeah,
as Clint Marsh is talking to the home plate umpire, arguing his case again. Marsh not happy with the call, saying that he got his arm in. It was close. I couldn't tell from up here. I think that Torres was able to get the tag in, and nothing's going to change there. Marsh not happy with the call. But we will stay with 2 outs. Cardinals still lead it, though, 3-1. Anderson still over at second, and now Capozzi at first. And this is, I feel like, a guy with how he's been hitting today and getting on base. Carter Ruff came in this game without a hit. He's gotten a double, a single, and a walk. A guy that you need to get on base. This is who I would want at the plate right now if I'm Clint Marsh.
I agree with that. He just needs to get a base hit, and hopefully with the speed of Williams, he can score.
That first pitch is just barely outside for a ball. 1-0. Again, Anderson over at second. You have then Capozzi, over at first. This Gardner-Webb duo of Capozzi and Ruff have been able to really get on base tonight, doing a great job here tonight of being able to get hits and keep the bats rolling. That one outside again, 2-0. I could really see a double steal here to try and get runners in scoring position, knowing that Ruff can get on base and can get that hit here. Do you try for the double steal?
I think at this at-bat right now, he just needs to wait for a pitch for him. I mean, it looks like Smith is struggling to put it in the plate.
Big swing and a miss there. Ruff got caught on the curveball. Anderson, though, jumping around a lot. Might trying to maybe fake out a steal or maybe going to try and go. I don't know yet. 2-1 with 2 outs now. What an eventful 7th inning. Horowitz was able to send that ball into right field to tie the game up, and then the Cardinals came right back with 2 more runs of their own to make it 3-1. The pitch here from Smith, big swing and a miss on the slider outside, 2-2. Ruff trying to get one in play now.
Smith is starting to settle in here. Ruff's got to be careful.
2-2. This could be a big chance here for the Cannons to get out of the inning with little damage, only giving up 2 runs. Going from a bases loaded with no outs. Jabari Smith trying to get out of the 7th inning here. 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch from Smith inside in the dirt. Torres on it right away. It was at Ruff's feet. No one able to advance. Torres has had to really smother a lot of those. Has done a great job. No pitch has really gotten away from him tonight behind him.
That's a great decision by Ruff to not go for that pitch. On full count here, he's got to be careful and just wait for a pitch that's his to go for.
We know the Anderson and Capozzi are going to be running, so if he gets a hit, that could be huge. That one is a walk. Umpire says it was just a bit low and outside, and Ruff on base again with a walk. Capozzi heading over to second, Anderson over to third, and the bases are loaded again here for Zach Sophie, who was 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a walk. A big spot here if you're Front Royal.
Now batting, number 10, Zach Sophie.
What do you think is going through Smith's head and Sophie's head right here?
This is a big at-bat for both of these players. So a lot of pressure right now.
Smith, the first pitch to Sophie, and he just sent that one into right field, and it is way out of here. Oh my, Zach Sophie, the grand slam, and that just opened things up. Anderson scores, Capozzi scores, Ruff scores, and here comes Sophie. What a shot by Zach Sophie. Oh my Lord, that one was gone in a hurry. What did you think of that one, Will?
That was a great way to get out of a slump. I mean, I know he had a hit earlier in this game. We talked about it earlier, how the bottom of the lineup had been in a slump. Man, that was a great way to get out of it.
And if you want to talk about the Cardinals finding a way to make sure they don't leave runners stranded, that is how you do it. First pitch Sophie saw, he squared up, sent it to the same exact spot that Horowitz sent it, and the Cardinals responded to Horowitz's home run with 2 runs and then a grand slam by Zach Sophie. Oh, my Lord, and Devin Colon is now up, who is 0 for 3, looking to follow that up, and he sends a chopper over the third baseman, and that one is foul. Just went foul at the last second. They'll go to an 0-1 count. We saw Anderson do the same to the Tom Sox on Saturday night, and this time it's Zach Sophie answering the call with a bases-loaded grand slam. What a shot there. That one was a tape measure. I couldn't even see the ball, and the right fielder, Eckelberger, he didn't even try to catch it. He just knew it was gone.
I couldn't either. All I saw was the outfielders stare up in the sky and not move a muscle because they knew automatically it was long gone.
And that one was a pass ball there on Torres from Smith, 1-1. That one was a missile. It got out of here in a hurry and did not wait. Front Royal now ahead 7-1. We were talking about the close game. Cardinals needed some insurance runs. That's insurance runs right there. 1-1 the count here to Cologne. That one is a big swing and a miss. He has struck out twice today. Does not want to make it 3. As the Cardinals, they did successfully bat around. We started with Blaze O'Saber, but now we're here to Devin Cologne.
The Cardinals had struggled to capitalize, really, throughout the duration of the game. And that's all they needed.
Yeah, big spot for Zach Sophie, and he delivered with a bullet into right field. And he basically just – so the Cardinals said to Horowitz's home run, watch this. And the Cardinals have answered the call of trying to get back in the lead big time. That's a swing and a miss there by Cologne, and that will end the inning. But the damage is definitely done. When we started this 7th inning, it was 1-0 Cardinals. It's now 7-1 Cardinals. What an eventful 7th inning. We're going to take a break away just to catch our breath. What an inning by both sides. We'll be right back.
Your image is their business. From business cards to banners, signs, and beyond, they've got you covered. With their top quality printing and industry expertise, they ensure your business won't just survive, it will thrive. Why wait? Contact Mike McCool at National Media Services today at 540-635-4181 and step into the world of possibilities. They are ready to help you create a lasting impression. National Media Services. They don't just help your business survive, they help it thrive. Call 540-635-4181 today and create your success story with National Media Services.
Are you looking for the best spot to watch the Front Royal Cardinals games this season? Well, look no farther than On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. They have some of the best food and drinks in Front Royal. 10 HD TVs, 9 9-foot pool tables, and was voted for having the best wings in town in 2021. They also have live music on Friday and selective Saturday evenings. So what are you waiting for? Get on down to On Cue today and join the fun. If you are looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal, look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. All right, top of the 8th. Bryce Fisher back out on the mound as Justin Acall comes back out to finish his at-bat after Stewart got caught stealing. And what a different game Acall comes back into. And he fouls that first one off. When Acall was last up to bat, it was 1-1 Cannons. Now it's 7-1. What a completely different game. What do you think the manager of the Cannons, Brett Fisher, is telling his team right now? Brett Fuller, excuse me.
I think he's just telling them that they got to get back into the game. They allowed themselves, and I mean, they did. They kind of got in this bind by themselves. They allowed themselves to load the bases and to proceed to just allow a monster homer So they just gotta get back in the game. They gotta turn it around.
As it's 2-1 now here to Justin Acol. In the on-deck circle right now is Ryan Guida, and then after him is going to be Chase Bryant. Bryce Fisher continuing his third inning of work. That's a massive swing and a miss for strike 2 right there. As this is the last game of this first Cardinals weekend homestand. They have another weekend homestand this weekend. So they will start Saturday and end Wednesday. That pitch is in there for a ball, and the count will go full. I wasn't sure if we would see Fisher out here again, but they decided to leave him out there. Can you see any action in the bullpen right now for the Cardinals or no? I know you have a better angle on it than I do.
I do not see any action. I actually agree with the...
What was that one? Sent into left field and off the wall. It goes off the netting. Capozzi collects it up, and it will be over to Cologne. And Acol successfully gets a double, and the Cannons are aboard with Guida coming up to the plate. This could be the Cannons' response that they needed to try and respond to that 6-run bottom of the 7th that the Cardinals just had.
As I said, even though that was a miscalculation on his part, I agree with the decision to put Fisher back in. You have a long half inning of just hits by the Cardinals. You're allowing him to get a lot of rest to be able to just come back out.
And we've been able to see what Fisher can do. That first pitch is down and away. Down and inside. But he now does face the heart of the order. So he could also be on a very short leash, for all we know. Where if he starts getting into trouble, they might have to bring him out and bring in a different pitcher to try and finish it out. 1-0 the count here from Fisher on Guida. Guida, the big bat here of the Cannons, wanted to do damage. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. Still no action out of the Cardinals bullpen as Fisher will continue his third inning of work. He came into the 6th to relieve Carter Stanfield at a really strong outing. As he looks to continue his outing. Fisher, the pitch is in there for a strike, strike 2.
That's a good pitch there. And I could see him throwing some off-speed stuff, maybe out of the zone on a 1-2 count.
I think we could see take a page out of McGuire Aries' book and go curveball in the dirt. As he checks up on Acol, who we know has speed. That one just outside for a ball, 2-2. Acol remains over at second. Big pitch here for Fisher, trying to get his third strikeout of the night right here. The pitch from Fisher is sent down the right field line, but going foul into the concourse. They'll remain at 2-2 with Bryant in the on-deck circle. Guida tonight is 0 for 2 tonight to this point. Bryant in the on-deck circle is 1 for 2. Excuse me, Guida is 1 for 2, not 0 for 2. That pitch is sent into right field, but right at Sophie. Good job by Sophie. It was sent right at him. Didn't have to move that much. And that'll be the first out of the inning right there on Guida, as that'll be Chase Bryant coming up. Now it's a huge out getting Guida out. Knowing how big his bat is, knowing how he could just keep the bats rolling, being able to just get that first out and really kind of stop that momentum that the Cannons could have generated could be huge.
That was a great at-bat for Fisher. He fell, or he started getting ahead in the count and then started to throw some stuff out of the zone that he wasn't going for, but it ended up working. Got the out.
Yeah, so now there's one out. Acol remains over at first. Big swing and a miss. I think Brian was able to just barely get a piece of it as it got away from Mercado. 0-1 the count still, though. It doesn't matter. It was a swing and a miss. Acol remains over at second base right now. 0-1 here to Bryant with one out right now here in the top of the 8th on a very eventful 7th inning here for both sides. Cannons tying up and the Cardinals exploding. That one's a liner over the first baseman Ruff, and he will have it in plenty of time and get the tag out on Bryant for the second out of the inning. So now it's going to bring up Keegan Knutson. Knutson tonight is 1 for 2 with a single.
Fisher's done a good job of controlling this inning. Yeah, he allowed a big hit at the beginning of the inning, but he's definitely battled back.
Yeah, he allowed that double by A-Call that went off the netting of the wall. And that pitch just low for a ball. But then he was able to get Guida to fly out to Sophie in right field. And then Bryant grounded out to Ruff at first base. And now he has Keegan Knutson. In the on-deck circle right now is Mikey Brinton. That pitch is in there for a strike. He'll go to 1-1. This could be Fisher's last inning. It's hard to tell if there's any action in the bullpen right now. There is action. We can't really pick out who. This might be Fisher's last inning. That one outside for a 2-1 count. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals decided to bring in a closer just to try and finish the game, knowing that Fisher's gone 3 hard innings and has been putting on a show for us, only giving up that home run to Horkowitz. The pitch there, big swing and a miss by Knutson. 2-2.
I agree. Even though he's allowed base runners, he's done a great job just being able to control the counts and being able to control his pitches and the hitter also.
2-2 here with 2 outs. That one is off to third. That one is fouled. A-Call, I didn't notice this earlier, but he was able to advance to third as he got a steal. So A-Call is now 90 feet away from getting a run back here for the Cannons. 2-2 with 2 outs. A fly out or a sacrifice ground won't do it. It needs to be a hit for A-Call to score, but we know he has speed. The pitch from Fisher is sent foul behind the stands again. The Cannons looking to just try and get a hit here, trying to open things up for them again, trying to do something to help them out. Fisher kicks in, deals, and that one fouled off again by Knutson. Knutson fighting. We might have another battle. We saw Fisher really have to fight Bryant in his third batter, and Bryant won the battle as he was able to get walked. And now Knutson fighting him again. Cannon's really fighting, waiting for the right pitch as it remains 2-2. Fisher takes a step off to take a timeout to really try and collect himself. Two and two with 2 outs. A-Call hanging out over at third. The pitch by Fisher is sent up into right field. Sophie tracking, and Sophie's got it. And now we'll end the inning. Cannons were able to get A-Call aboard, but could not do anything with it as the Cardinals still lead 7-1. Looking for the best sweet treats in Front Royal? Look no farther than C&C Frozen Treats. They serve homemade ice cream and Italian ice fresh every day. They bring you old-time ice cream with new age twists. All locations open at 10 a.m. and are open until 9 p.m. every day. So come on down to C&C Frozen Treats today to see what the hype is all about. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today. The local Front Royal State Farm agent is Ellen Adders, and she can be reached at 540-635-3336. State Farm is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. In 1968, the Concerned Hotline was created to combat the high suicide rate in Winchester, as it was double the national average at the time. Their mission is to help those in a time of need and create a welcoming community for these people. Concerned Hotline relies on donations and volunteers to be able to continue their operation at the scale they are. So far, they have served over 200,000 just in the Winchester and Front Royal areas alone. If you are interested in volunteering for this fantastic organization or want to donate, please visit concernedhotline.org.
They could have a potentially big inning once again.
As that first pitch is outside for a ball, it will be 1-0 here. Definitely a dangerous part of the order here for Mizrahi to come into. That next one is in the dirt for another ball. It will be 2-0. Do not want to start walking guys again. That would not be good news here for Mizrahi. And that's what really allowed the Cardinals rally to start with just some walks, giving them easy bases, and then just keeping the bats rolling, getting the right hits. And the Cardinals exploded thanks to Zach Sophie's grand slam. That one's fouled back right at our heads for a 2-1 count.
One thing here that's really interesting is the Cardinals have the momentum as we speak. So the thing that they really have to do here is just not lose that momentum. And I think if they just don't lose that momentum, they should be fine with a 6-run lead.
That one is foul tipped by O'Sabin, still a strike. 2-2 now the count with no outs. Mercado in the on-deck circle. O'Sabin tonight, he's 1 for 3 with a single, 2 strikeouts, and got walked his last time up. He started the massive rally that the Cardinals had. Mizrahi trying to get the strikeout, and it's fouled back at us again. After Mercado, it's going to be Eli Burwash. Mercado tonight, he is 1 for 4. Burwash tonight, he is 1 for 3 with a walk as well and a double. Mercado got a single in the last inning where the Cardinals exploded. That's a big swing and a miss by O'Sabin. He will go down swinging. Mizrahi able to get his first strikeout of the night. Now here comes Brock Mercado, trying to get some momentum going, or just try and really put some more cushioning on this lead that the Cardinals have right now. Mercado batting lefty here against the lefty Zach Mizrahi. That first pitch is in there for a ball. It will be 1-0. For those of you who haven't heard yet, the Cardinals are hitting the road for Thursday and Friday. Thursday, they will be on the road playing the Culpeper Cavaliers. Friday, they will be on the road again playing the Newmarket Rebels. That pitch in there for a strike. They will return home Saturday to begin their second weekend and a half long homestand for the next 5-day homestand. I'll call it a 5-day homestand because it's longer than a weekend. So they kick it off for the Charlottesville Tom Sox. That is a check swing there by Mercado, but they say that he went. As for the Cannons, they will be at home for the next 2 days playing the Winchester Royals tomorrow and then the Strasburg Express on Friday. Then the weekend starts for them on the road against the Waynesboro Generals. Swing and a miss there by Mercado. The throw to first from Torres and plenty of time. And Mizrahi has gotten both O'Sabin and Mercado to go down swinging. A strong start for him. Because now it's going to be Eli Burwash. And don't forget, this Saturday's game is sponsored by Wines Bookkeeping and Wines Family. So make sure you go to the Front Royal Visitor Center to pick up a free ticket to go to the game this Saturday. There will also be free tickets being given out for Wednesday's game against the Harrisburg Turks as that pitch is in there for a strike. The Harrisburg Turks game is on Wednesday, the 21st. So make sure you get your tickets for both Saturday and Wednesday from the Front Royal Visitor Center. The pitch there by Mizrahi, a little chopper over the shortstop Stewart. The throw to first is in there in plenty of time. Cardinals go 1-2-3 to end the 8th, and we head to the top of the 9th at a 7-1 ball game in favor of the Cardinals. Cardinals 3 outs away from getting it done. We'll be right back.
Your community, they do. It's the Royal Examiner. They bring you the local stories that matter, from town and county government updates to school board decisions. The Royal Examiner has got you covered, but there's more than just news. Ever wonder about the events happening in your backyard? They're on it. The Royal Examiner knows all about the concerts in the park, farmers markets, local charity runs, and art expeditions. If it's happening in your community, they're there. What's more, they love digging into the hearts of our community to share the intriguing stories that make us unique. So tune in, turn up, and take note. Your community is full of stories waiting to be discovered, and the Royal Examiner is your guide. Stay informed, stay connected, and most of all, stay local. The Royal Examiner, because local matters. Visit us online at royalexaminer.com.
Are you having electrical problems in your home or business and need to find the best electrician you can? Well, look no farther than Green to Ground, located right here in Front Royal, Virginia. They offer free estimates on projects and are focused on client satisfaction. Their electricians are ready to take on any and all of your electrical needs as they offer peace of mind, one circuit at a time. So just give them a call at 540-692-8412. All right, Cardinals have made a pitching change to bring in their closer. Now pitching for the Cardinals is going to be number 3, Dallas Harefield. He is a right-handed pitcher from Longwood University. Currently a sophomore, originally from Mechanicsville, Virginia. This season, Harefield is 1-0 with a 10.2 ERA. He's played in 3 games, played for 7 innings, gotten 8 strikeouts, given up 7 walks, and 11 hits so far. The final stats here for Bryce Fisher. He pitched for 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, gave up 2 walks, got 3 strikeouts, and gave up 1 run, which was the Horowitz home run that went yard. Man, I've been commentating for too long. Words are failing me right now.
I'm interested to see what Harefield can do right now. He's got a lot of wiggle room as the Cardinals are up 6, but he's only got 3 outs to go for a Cardinals win.
You hit it on the nose, and Harefield was able to get his win against the Tom Sox when we upset them this past Sunday. Cardinals 3 outs away from getting another big win, taking down the top team in the league right now in the Purcellville Cannons. That would be 2 big statement wins, taking down the defending champs, and then quickly followed by the current best team in the league. As the Cardinals, they continue to, so far this season, they're right now.
You also bring up the fact that they are in a 4-way tie right now at 5-5. This is a big win for them potentially if they can just close it out.
As long as they can hold on. If they win this game, they'll improve to 5-1 at home this season. A great home team Front Row has been playing like this season. As they continue to be strong as ever. Harefield, first pitch is in there for a ball inside. He'll be facing off against Mickey Brinton. Then it goes to Joseph Eichelberger, and then it's followed by Bear Horowitz. So the bottom of the order here for the Cannons is what Dallas will have to deal with to try and finish this one off. Harefield, big swing and a miss, got him on the curve. Oh, and that's already a 2. I thought the first pitch was a ball that's actually called strike. My apologies. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, Harefield being up in the count like this, he's got a lot he can do right now.
0-2 the count. Harefield would love to get this first out right here, and that one is sent high into left field. Capozzi calling for it. Off the wall it goes. And only able to get a single. Good throwback by Capozzi to keep Brinton over at first. So Brinton able to get aboard, and now Eichelberger, by far the best bat for the Cannons when it comes to getting runners in. He's the RBI leader in the league with 17. The next closest is Bear Horkowitz. Oh, and that ball got away. Got past Ruff, but Sophie on it right away.
Even though that was a great hit by Brinton. The Cardinals are lucky that he was able to stay at first.
He could have easily gone a second, but Capozzi able to just grab it and throw it right back in right away. That pitch in the dirt for a ball. Harefield needs to be able to settle down here, get some outs. He only needs 3 to end this one. Last time these guys did play, the Cannons took a massive win on opening day, winning 13-4. Cardinals said not again, as that one is fouled off down the right field side. Right now it's 7-1 in favor of Front Royal. And they were able to jump on Dallas last time they saw him, getting 5 runs on him off of 8 hits. Harefield looking to try and change his fate this time around. Here on a 2-1 count right now here for Harefield, going up against Eichelberger. The pitch in the dirt. Mercado able to collect it up quickly.
Hairfield's got to settle down here. 3-1 count. You just gotta throw one in there, to be honest.
Now want to send up high in the center field, and Colon couldn't get there. The throw to second not in time. Colon tried to jump for it and could not. And the Cannons dugout is coming to life right now as they're jumping on Harefield. I missed the substitutions. My apologies. It wasn't Eckelberger at the plate. That was actually Drawball at the plate batting. That was Brady Drawball. As now here comes Bear Horowitz. He was the guy that got the home run last time, and this is a big spot for him to come in to really try and cut into this lead a bit.
Harefield's really got to be careful. He's got to watch where he spots his pitches because Horowitz can take one deep.
Absolutely, but the Cannon's not giving up that pitch in the dirt. Harefield really struggling to kind of find the zone right now. No activity right now in the Cardinals bullpen as he is struggling, trying to close this one out here for Front Row. We have seen some comebacks happen here before. Front Row does not want to allow that to happen again. With Brenton over at second. That one just off the plate, says the umpire. With Drawball over at first. Brenton is over at second. And a 2-0 count right now. We've seen Harefield a lot. He has looked good so far. Struggling right now. They're on a 2-0 count with runners on first and second. That one is a little chopper that went off the mask but of the catcher, but the ref said, excuse me, not the ref. Why did I say ref? The umpire says foul. Oh, man, it's been a long day. All my words are just kind of –
You're all good.
all the words are jumbling up at this point. It's been a long and eventful game. It's all just mesh at this point. I'm trying. 2-1 the count here for Harefield against Horowitz right now. With Torres in the on-deck circle. And after Torres, it's back to the top of the order here for Harefield. Harefield just needs to get this first out to try and settle down a bit. The pitch, check, swing, did go. Horowitz couldn't believe it. He thought he checked, but no. 2-2. Horwitz thought he was able to stop in time, but he couldn't, says the home plate umpire, so it will be a 2-2 count now here for Harefield. As he's checking up on Britton over at second. The pitch from Harefield got Horwitz swinging. Big first strikeout there for Dallas Harefield.
That was a great pitch by Harefield. He needed that one.
I absolutely agree. He definitely needed that one just to try and settle down, get himself under control right now.
Now gives the Cardinals a chance to potentially turn for a double play just to end this game.
Very well could. With runners still on first and second. Britton still hanging out over at second. Draw ball over at first right now. With one out, still a 7-1 game. As that one is just off the plate, it will be 1-0. Want to know with one out here for Harefield. Facing off against now Jose Torres, who's 1 for 3 tonight with a single. The pitch here from Harefield in the dirt. Mercado on it very quickly, though, able to smother it and ensure that no one could advance. The Cannons.
That's a great curveball. He almost chased.
Almost did as they'll go 2-0. The Cannons trying to cheer on their guys as they're trying to rally right now. They need 6 runs to try and tie this game. It's a long way to go, but just one bat at a time right now is the Cannons' mentality. 2-0 here for Harefield. The pitch, a big swing and a miss there by Torres. Makes it a 2-1 count now. A double play would be huge here for Harefield as that would end the game here for the Cardinals. And that's another big swing and a miss there by Torres. He is biting on those curveballs in the dirt. We were talking about it with Aries throughout the entire day. Those curveballs have been deadly. He was able to really nail them home. And the Cardinals look like they stole a page from his book as that's what they've been using a lot. Harefield, the pitch sent down the right field line, but going foul. We're going to stay right here at a 2-2 count with 1 out. Runners remain over at first and second right now.
Harefield's curveball has been effective. If I were him, I would go back to that to maybe try to force swing as something not so in the zone.
May try to do the curveball here, see if he can get Torres to bite on it because he has bitten on it twice. Instead, that one's a little blooper out into center field, and O'Saban can't grab it. And that will load the bases for the Cannons. Just a shallow little blooper that fell. Torres on first. Draw ball over to second. Brenton to third. And now Caleb Stewart's going to come up with a bases loaded situation. Big spot here for the Cannons to really cut into this lead as Dallas Harefield trying to end this one.
Seems like Harefield's getting a little flustered here. He just has to calm down a little bit. He's got 2 outs that he has to get. He's in there.
As now it's Stewart up to bat. Stewart tonight is 0 for 3. That first one fouled off way down the right field side. Stewart tonight, he's flew out twice, got struck out, and then got walked his last time up, and then stole second, and then got caught stealing to end the 7th inning. 0-1 the count here to Stewart. The leadoff man here for the Cannons in his 5th at-bat. That one going for a heads behind Stewart. It will be 0-2 now with 1 out. Critical pitch here for Harefield. Could get the strikeout to make it 2 outs and then really change the game here for the Cannons. With a call in the on-deck circle, a call's been able to get on base every time with 2 doubles and 2 walks. So he is a dangerous bat. Then after a call, it is Guida. And we know what Guida can do. And that one is fouled off by Stewart.
Harefield is taking control of this count. Although he has the bases loaded, he's allowed himself to kind of play with his pitches and see what he can do.
0-2. I might expect Harefield to maybe go with a breaking ball here, see if he can maybe get Stewart to bite on a pitch in the dirt. He's taking a second and now pitches. That one just outside. Looks like it may have been a fastball that just missed. 1-2 now.
He could still play with his pitches here. I mean, it's a 1-2 count. He's still ahead.
1-2 with 1 out. It's bases loaded here for Harefield. Big chance here for the Cannons to cut into the lead. That one struck him out looking. Cannons don't like it, but the Cardinals fans here do. Second strikeout for Harefield. Got him looking, and now a call's going to come out here with 2 outs.
That was a curveball that looked to be at the batter's head and then dropped down into the zone. I mean, that looked about as perfect of a curveball as you could possibly throw.
It definitely looked high, but it cut down at the very last second. Great pitch there by Harefield as A-Call comes up. A-Call has gotten on base every time, so a very dangerous spot here for Harefield with Guida right behind him. The first pitch here from Harefield is in there for a strike, as Harefield is now just 1 out away from ending this game, still with bases loaded. So a very dangerous spot.
You can tell that Harefield has really started to settle in, and I keep referencing pitchers settling in, but that's so important. Like it's a mental game.
That one in the dirt from Harefield. Tried to get off speed, but couldn't. 1-1. Getting a call out here would be huge because then after a call, it's Guida, Bryant. We've seen Bryant really fight, and then the middle of the order can just be very unpredictable here for the Cannons. And then you especially don't want to get back to Horowitz. If it even gets that far down, you do not want to be facing that bottom of the order, knowing what they can do. That one is sent a mile high. Ruff trying to track it in foul territory, and Ruff will get it. And that will end the game. Ruff able to grab that one in foul territory, and that one will end the game. What did you think of that one, Caleb? Excuse me, not Caleb, Will. Getting my names mixed up. As I told you, words are all over the place. Names are a mess. I'm just a mess.
You're good, Ben. That was a great 7th inning. I know we kept talking about throughout the whole duration of the game how both teams showed sparks of about to capitalize, but none of them did. And then the 7th inning hit where yes, the Cannons did get a home run of their own, but the Cardinals, man, they got base runners, and they capitalized on getting those base runners. That was a heck of a finish. It was a great game overall.
Absolutely. But for the Cannons, this is the second game in a row where their bats have really been shut down, and they're not able to do a lot. And that was their bread and butter so far, were their bats, and they just could not really find their momentum to this point, and that might be a huge problem for them moving forward. The winning pitcher tonight is Bryce Fisher, as he's able to get the win. The loss will be going to Isaac Kopelchuk. Excuse me. There's a look at the final score, but you can see a whole lot of zeros up until the 7th inning, and that is when it just exploded. Horowitz able to get that home run to tie things up. Then the Cardinals said, not so fast, Purcellville. That 7th inning, just to tell you everything that happened, Blaze O'Sabin walked. Mercado got a single. Then Burwash walked. Anderson walked to allow O'Sabin to score. Stevens grounded out but allowed Mercado to score. Capozzi got a single, loading the bases, getting to second. Then Ruff walked, loading the bases for Zach Sovey to go yard. Just absolutely crush a ball. And what a game, as Cologne then struck out to end the 7th inning. What a game, what a time. The Cardinals end with 7 runs off of 11 hits. As for the Cannons, they end with 1 run off of 10 hits, so they're able to get the bats rolling, but just cannot score. We talked about that was a problem for the Cardinals. They got it fixed. Cannons, on the other hand, could not get that problem fixed.
Referencing the first few innings especially, Stanford and Ayers, the 2 starting pitchers, were dueling. I mean, that was they both were throwing clinics, and that was really fun to watch. But then, like you just referenced, the 7th inning, it just all changed. Really, once Ayers and Stanford exited the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Stanford went for 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, and got 3 strikeouts. Ayers went for 6 2/3, gave up 8 hits and got 9 strikeouts, though. For the Cardinals tomorrow, they will be on the road playing the Culpeper Cavaliers. That game will be starting at 7 p.m. As for the Purcellville Cannons, they'll be back at home tomorrow playing the Winchester Royals. A little update on the Royals. I just saw this. The Royals are currently ahead 21-5 over the Woodstock Riverband. It's an absolute blowout going on in Woodstock right now. That is insane. So that could be another big test for the Cannons, as they have a massive target on their back. The Cannons get their 3rd straight win and improve to 5-1 at home. Bing Crosby Stadium might become their impenetrable fortress. Cannons lose their 2nd straight, falling to 8-3. What a great game tonight. Any final thoughts from you, Will?
That was just a great game overall. We got to see the best of both worlds. Great pitching at the beginning of the game, great hitting at the end of the game. It was just an awesome game to witness.
Absolutely, and it's the final score here from Front Royal is the Front Royal Cardinals 7, the Purcellville Cannons 1. Signing off here. Thank you to everyone listening here on the Royal Examiner, listening on the Stretch and Air, watching on the Royal Examiner. Thank you for listening and watching. I'm Ben Goldring.
I'm Will Branner.
And the final score, the Cardinals 7, the Cannons 1. We'll be back here on Saturday for the Cardinals taking on the Charlottesville Tom Sox. We'll see you then. Have a great rest of your night.